going to reach.
Brent Bielenberg here with you, and this gives Brent, that way he can stand up there too. But yeah.
Gotta do this.
Yep.
I can move that over there. You can push the button if you want.
Yeah, that'd be fine. All right.
Number 11.
Or they're trying to get to the point for Peterson, picks it up, crashing the net, fires, and scores! Julia Peterson gives the Raiders a 2-0.
Again, pass to the right. Kaiser with a shot, and he scores! Are you kidding me? Camden Kaiser with a shot to go from the point, and the Raiders win! Raiders win!
For females, for team, Maggie Malika.
All the way over there can do that. As here comes Fish, he crashes the net, goes top shelf. That's his 4th goal of the ball game, and the Raiders double the Owatonna. Courtney Gaff is in there, strike 3. Got Shopper looking for out number 2 through the neutral zone. He takes it back to Klotz. He's gonna fire on that and score. Spencer Klotz goes up top. And it's 1-0 Raiders. Start off the bottom of the 7th. We'll see if Megan Snyder can be the hero. First pitch to Snyder. She's going to bunt it. Throw to first is nobody's there. It gets past her. Here comes Blandon to the plate. And she's going to score in the Raiders.
Klotz, he's made good spin move. Klotz, he's shot. He scores! Spencer Klotz puts the Raiders up 5-4.
2-1 pitch to Stepka. Lined into the right center gap, and that one's going to drop for a base hit. Peterson's going to round third and score.
Yeah, well, jumper by Richardson, good. That was a nice turnaround jumper by Richardson. There's a centering pass, and it's good. And guess who? That's number 12, Kaiser, with another goal on the season. That's number 24 for Camden Kaiser.
On his back, and they get outside center. To the championship round. The triplet to the plate. She lines this one into right field. That one gets down for a base hit. Horman is going to go through the stop sign. She's going to score. This game is tied.
At Merchants Bank, we're committed to helping our customers fulfill their hopes and dreams. But what does that look like? It means being there to guide you through financial choices, like tips for maximizing your savings or choosing an affordable mortgage option based on your needs. It means we have digital banking tools to make your life easier. And when you need a local, friendly person to talk to, we're here for you then, too. Join Merchants Bank family today. Visit merchantsbank.com or stop in today.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center. It's time to get outdoors. Ice fishing, skiing, snowmobiling, but this year, end the foggy glasses and dried out contacts. Give yourself the gift of LASIK. At Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, all laser, all wavefront LASIK, all the time.
Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, Faribault. World-class LASIK, small-town traffic. RitchieEyeClinic.com.
Heritage Dental Care in Northfield is a general dental clinic specializing in a variety of dental procedures and services. New patients and emergencies are welcomed 5 days a week. Heritage Dental Care is a proud supporter of Northfield Athletics and wish all of our athletes the best of luck this season. Make an appointment today with Dr. David Bruss, Dr. David Buck, or Dr. Michael Thompson. Go Raiders!
Locally owned and operated, Professional Pride Realty specializes in residential, commercial, and agricultural property. Search the entire multiple listing service at professionalpriderealty.com or call us at 507-663-1100.
When your carpets, upholstery, and floors look dirty and stained, call the professionals at Service Master by Ayat. Service Master has been an industry leader for more than 20 years and have proven cleaning products to remove even the toughest stains and get the winter weather out of your carpets and floors. Eliminate dirt and grime from your carpet, hardwood, tile, and laminate floors. When you're in need of cleaning, demand the yellow van and call Service Master by Ayat today.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Northfield Ice Arena. Jimmy LaRue, Brent Bielenberg is with me this evening. And, wow, you can't get any better than this, huh, Coach? This is unreal. It's unprecedented, really. It is down to the final game of the season. Two of the crosstown rivalries, which you're very familiar with, Owatonna, Northfield, going head-to-head, and it means something.
Oh, yes.
And it means a lot to both these teams. This is crazy. This is for the Big Nine?
Yeah, no, it's for the Big Nine, and it's for seeding for sections. So there's a lot on the game tonight, which is, as a coach, this is exactly what you want. This is a great prep for the section because it's got the energy of a section playoff. It's got kind of the do or die of a playoff. And so this is a perfect layout how you'd want to end the season. So it'll be fun to watch. It'll be a good, exciting game.
You know, they were up 4-0, but actually going into the third period, they were up 4-1, the Raiders is, the last time they lost. They've won 7 since. That last game was against Owatonna. Yeah. Owatonna has since ran off 9 straight wins as well. So, again, you look at just the importance of this hockey game. The last time the Raiders lost was against Owatonna. There's got to be some emotion riding here. And if there is, as a coach, you got to keep them on an even keel. You don't want them coming out onto the ice, getting maybe a little too aggressive, getting a little excited, maybe taking a cheap penalty, something like that. Is there something, you got to mix and match you still have to be out here with the intensity, but at the same time, keep it cool. Relax.
Yeah, no, you are kind of, as a coach, you're allowing the kids to feel their way out on this one because you do want to, like I said, it's a prep for sections. It's a prep for playoffs. You want to see how they handle this pressure. Are they too excited? Are there sometimes your legs turn to lead. Sometimes you just are flying with a chicken with your head cut off, but you want to see how they handle it, and then you're guiding and directing them according to that. But it'll be an exciting game. The girls are going to be totally focused. They're ready to go. It's a big rivalry. It's just been increasing over the years, so they'll be ready to go.
Well, and I did have a chance to talk to Tony Cloud, unfortunately from technical difficulties, a.k.a. operator error, apparently. I did talk to him briefly. This is his 4th season, and the Owatonna team, they took it from a gal, Coach Murray, who had some Olympic aspirations and some different things like that, participated, I believe, and coached in Korea. So, a well-coached team back then, even 4 years later, they continue to be a difference, to be a thorn in the side of the Northfield Raiders. And it always is, no matter what happens. When these two teams meet, it doesn't matter what the caliber of play or the style. It's whenever they play each other, they both come to the rink ready to get after it. So from a standpoint of momentum and stuff like that, I don't think we need any more cheerleading. And, do you make any changes? This is the last game of the season. You're going into section, like you were saying. Do you do anything different? Do you try to tweak anything at all?
No, I think the Raiders are set up how they want to play. Owatonna would say the same thing. The Raiders are a thorn in their side. We have a banner up there because we beat Owatonna. Sarah's a great coach, but for a while they could not beat us. And then it becomes a rivalry when the other team beats you, and so it's kind of been a back and forth. So they would say the same thing. I would say, encouraging our team, hey, they're going to be a little bit more nervous than us. We still have the upper hand. We're the ones that went to state last year, not them. So you just get that mindset, and I think the Raiders, just watching them, they're set. They have their plans laid out for sections, and you would just want to put that to test here because you're probably not going to face Owatonna that first round. Maybe the second, but probably not that first round. So you're going to just put everything out there tonight.
I was going to say, you do want to win the Big Nine. That was the goal for the Raiders. It is every year. So for them to win it, obviously there's motivation that way. But at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. it would be frustrating. It would be painful. It might hurt emotionally a little bit, but the sections are in front of you, and ultimately we do want to get through the sections and get to the state tournament.
Yep, that is the ultimate prize, but we're at a place we've had enough Big 9 banners. You want to grab that banner, and the only way that you can do it is just one period at a time. You got to win the first period, win the second period, win the third period. Then you take that banner right away from them. So it'll come down to just both teams going hard, and it'll be a fun game to watch.
Well, I was, like I said, I tried to get a hold of Tony Cloud earlier. Obviously, some of his comments brought to you tonight by Professional Pride Realty, Northfield's only locally owned real estate broker. Obviously, same thing, same philosophy, same thought. We're going to come out, we're going to play our game. We're going to just come out there, be aggressive, get after it, do what we do what we've been doing all year, and just continue to do what we do well. And just come out with as much intensity as possible and just try to make something happen. So tonight they will have their regular goalie in the net because she was sick the last time, and Leah Spencer was the winning goaltender last time. So they're going to see a different goalie in Michaela Wilker tonight. But we also wanted to talk to Coach Paige Haley and find out what her feelings are about tonight. And I'll be honest with you, when I spoke with Coach Haley, she's got a serious look on her face.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she is not playing around tonight. So let's take a listen to what Paige has to say.
And you're up 4-1 in the third, and somehow it escapes you. Are you telling the girls anything different tonight, or are you just telling them to get out there and play?
I think the message is to respond and to kind of solidify where we actually belong in the conference and the section. So this is their opportunity.
So it is a Big 9 showdown. It really is. I mean, you guys wanted this as a goal at the beginning of the season to take the Big 9. Tonight it's win or go home.
Yes, correct. So look forward to it. It's competitive hockey. It's good hockey. So, I'm grateful for that, and the girls are ready to have the challenge.
Did you say anything to them tonight? Did you talk about the last loss against Owatonna, or did you just leave that behind you?
I actually didn't talk to the girls. I was on the bench with the JV squad. So my two assistants, Jeff and Scott, were with them, but I know that they were going over just some details to keep in mind, but also we're focusing on what things do we need to execute to be able to win tonight.
Well, Owatonna's coming off 9 straight as well, so, both of you got some momentum going. This ought to be crazy.
Yes, yeah, it will be great.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. I know you got work to do, so we'll talk to you later. Paige Haley, head coach of the Northfield Raiders hockey team, and she prepares for the Big 9 showdown here with the Owatonna Huskies. You're listening to Raider Hockey right here on KYMN and streaming live on NorthfieldLive.com.
Real estate can be difficult to navigate. Thankfully, Professional Pride Realty's website is packed with information to make buying or selling a home in the Northfield area as simple as possible. ProfessionalPrideRealty.com has the most current listing information, including price reductions and real-time market statistics. Customize the map-based search to streamline your desired location. You can even save your searches in specific homes for later viewing. Home sellers can learn about their property's value before putting their houses on the market. When you're ready to start your home buying or selling journey, Professional Pride Realty would be happy to assist you.
And welcome back to the Northfield Ice Arena, ladies and gentlemen. We're just about ready to get started here. Our starting lineups here tonight brought to you by Richie Eye Clinic. And that foggy glasses and dried out contacts. Give yourself the gift of LASIK. Starting number 10, Ala Kubiak, followed by, it looks like, number 24, Abby Vetch. And then number 8, Molly Octo, and then Ava Stanchina, former Raider, on the ice tonight. And rounding out things for the evening is Ezra Owen, and Ezra with 200 career points on the season already. And for your Northfield Raiders, again brought to you by Richie Eye Clinic. In the goal for the Raiders, Macy Mueller, number 31. She is nothing but a sophomore. And then coming up
as well. Number 11, you might know her as Grace McCaution, defenseman junior. Maya Miller coming in at number 24, the defenseman and freshman. And for the Raiders, number 13 is going to be Emerson Garley, the forward and junior. And then 16, Emma Parutka, also 8th grader and the forward. And number 9, Ayla Puppy. Your starting lineup brought to you by Richie Eye Clinic and the foggy glasses and dried out contacts. Give yourself the gift of LASIK. We'll be back with more right here on KYMN and NorthfieldLive.com.
At Merchants Bank, we're committed to helping our customers fulfill their hopes and dreams. But what does that look like? It means being there to guide you through financial choices, like tips for maximizing your savings or choosing an affordable mortgage option based on your needs. It means we have digital banking tools to make your life easier. And when you need a local, friendly person to talk to, we're here for you then, too. Join Merchants Bank family today. Visit merchantsbank.com or stop in today.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie, Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center. It's time to get outdoors. Ice fishing, skiing, snowmobiling, but this year, end the foggy glasses and dried out contacts. Give yourself the gift of LASIK. At Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, all laser, all wavefront LASIK, all the time.
Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, Faribault. World-class LASIK, small-town traffic. RitchieEyeClinic.com.
Heritage Dental Care in Northfield is a general dental clinic specializing in a variety of dental procedures and services. New patients and emergencies are welcomed 5 days a week. Heritage Dental Care is a proud supporter of Northfield Athletics and wish all of our athletes the best of luck this season. Make an appointment today with Dr. David Bruss, Dr. David Buck, or Dr. Michael Thompson. Go Raiders!
Locally owned and operated, Professional Pride Realty specializes in residential, commercial, and agricultural property. Search the entire multiple listing service at professionalpriderealty.com or call us at 507-663-1100.
When your carpets, upholstery, and floors look dirty and stained, call the professionals at Service Master by Ayat. Service Master has been an industry leader for more than 20 years and have proven cleaning products to remove even the toughest stains and get the winter weather out of your carpets and floors. Eliminate dirt and grime from your carpet, hardwood, tile, and laminate floors. When you're in need of cleaning, demand the yellow van and call Service Master by Ayat today.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
And we're about ready to face off here. Stand by to stand by, as they say. And we are off. Raiders will control the puck at center ice, and they will try to skate it through as Garley tries to knock one in as he trips and falls to the ice. This is going to be a fun one. This team, both teams, there's a shot towards the goal, easily broken up by Wilker there as it goes in behind the net. Now they're going to call a penalty there. Garley trying to dig for it in the corner. Finally, the referee was going to come up with it, and it looks like we're going to have a penalty on the play for tripping.
Yep, just unfortunate play there for him. She just got her stick underneath her foot, but get tested right away. We got to kill this off and put some pressure on Owatonna.
Yeah, 23 seconds in, and we're already into a tripping penalty. So both of these teams are as evenly matched as you could possibly imagine. Goals for each game is 5.29 for the Raiders, 6.09 for Owatonna. And as far as penalty kill, both of them right around 82, 83%. And our power play is usually, their power play, I should say, is about 74%. So they, they've got 31% as far as 74 total power plays this year. So 1 out of 3 is usually a pretty good percentage for high school hockey, I would think.
Yeah, no, that's playing in the Big Nine. It inflates it a little bit, but that's a good power play.
All right, the puck goes in behind. The power play is it's on a shot, and that one's just to the right of Mueller. So we got 1:29 to go here in the power play for Owatonna. There's a shot, and that one's deflected, and in it goes from the top of the point. I believe that's number 24. Abby Vetch will score. That is her 8th goal of the season at the 59-second mark.
I can just tell you what coaches are saying right now is little things that win or lose a game, and that was kind of the nerves you were talking about. That trip was just nerves, wanting to do something, got it under, and then there we had a chance to clear it out, went right to their tape, and they get it back in. So little things, you don't harp on it, you learn from it, you move on here.
So the Raiders trail 1-0 early on here in the first period as we are live from the Northfield Ice Arena. Got a pretty decent crowd here tonight. We've got some seats open if you want to come on out and join us. Rumor has it the popcorn was absolutely delicious. I wouldn't know because the line was too long when I came in tonight. So they're both at full strength here as we tick away at 15:42 to go here. And Miller tries to skate it through the neutral zone. Finally tries to dump it all the way back in behind before Owatonna clears it. And they'll bring it up through the neutral zone. That one's stick check back in. Pushed right back into the Owatonna zone before they skate it on through the neutral zone and dump it all the way back into Raiders territory. They'll try to push it up. Coming down the near boards. They'll send it all the way across. Perutka tries to get it. She'll dump it down. Big line change. All of them coming off and all of them coming back on. Stanchina tries to get a forwarding pass. That one's picked up by Snyder. She's going to fire it in all the way in behind the boards to try to race down there and take control of the puck before it comes up to the circle. Up for Stanchina to kick it back around. McCoshen dumps it all the way back in behind the Owatonna net again. So the Raiders just trying to do a dump and chase here to try to get something going, motivated for offense, as the Huskies will try to skate it through the neutral zone before that's broken up by the skate of the defender, and that one is going to come all the way across on a pass across the ice, but that one's all broken up as well. It's going to be Kubicek, and that's going to be picked up by Perutka. Perutka around the behind the net looking for somebody. All the way into the far corner she goes, dumps it down in behind her, and behind the net it goes. They'll pick it up and move it around. Stilker will try to send that puck around to the near boards. Raiders will push it all the way back in. Miller down in behind the net it goes. Now cross ice pass to the far side of the rink, and that one's going to get dumped in, and now Owatonna will do a full line change as the Raiders chase after that one. 13:57 to go here in the first period. Puck dropped into the Owatonna zone before they send it right through neutral ice. Down the right side they go. That one's broken up by the Raiders. That one's going to go back in behind the net for the Huskies. Comes up over to the top, and that's going to be Betts from the top. She's going to fire. She whiffs on that one. Uh-oh, that one's left right out in front, and that one's broken up by the defense in there, and as the puck continues to stay out in front of the goalie before it is kicked out to the far circle. Another turnover in the Raiders zone almost cost them, but they are able to recover. Steffes down all the way in behind the net before it's cleared again. Owatonna will try to clear it from their own zone. It'll go right into the far corner. A couple of Raiders over there hawking on them, trying to keep the puck in. Owatonna comes loose with it. They'll take it down the left side. Vetch, Abby, dumps it in. She'll take off for the bench. Raiders will come in with it. Puppy will pick it up. She's going to try to get her momentum. Here she comes with her patent, and around we go. She's going to send that one all the way up this time. That one's broken up by Snipker. She tries to dump it all the way back in behind the net. There it goes. Lucy Boland in hot pursuit. She tries to come away with it before Puppy finally grabs a hold of it again in the corner. That was laid out in front again, and that one slides right across the front of the crease there, and almost again another turnover in the zone, but did not cost them anything on that one. McCoshen will try to clear it, push it forward before it is sent all the way across the ice to the far corner. Puppy will pick it back up in behind the net, trying to get a little momentum. You can see that the Huskies will have none of that because normally she gets going from the back line and she just starts coming all the way through, and we're going to have a stoppage of play here with 12-12 to go in the first period. 1-0 in favor of the Huskies.
Yeah, when you know a team that well, like that's what they're doing. They're trying to angle, take that away from Ayla Puppy from skating through the zone. She needs to pass that through the zone. And you mentioned that dump and chase. It's actually a technique to try to get the defense. You want to get them to sag back. So they're trying to create space. First you dump it, get them sagging, and now you can take the zone. So that's what they're trying to set up there.
And that puck will go all the way back down to the other end, so we'll have an icing penalty, bring us right back. So we've got 4 minutes and 59 seconds gone here in the first period. Owatonna coming out on a mistake out in front there. Abby Vetch put the first goal on the scoreboard at the 59-second mark, but they'll face off just to the left of Wilker here, and the puck will go down in to the near corner as Garley tries to pick it up, looking for Pape in the corner again. She'll try to dump it across, can't, intercepted by the defense. They're going to try to skate it up and through, broken up by Pape. Now pushed back in. They'll probably call an offsides there as well, as it looks like Perutka couldn't get back in time, so we'll face off again here in neutral ice. Outside of that goal from the point, it's just been pretty much back and forth.
Yeah, you got two teams. They know each other really well. You can tell that right now, so everybody's getting the jitters out, and they'll get their feet going here.
So that puck will come clean into the neutral zone as the Raiders try to fight for it, and the Huskies. Somebody's got to come up with it. Snyder tries to clear it in the neutral zone before it is picked up by Oyen. Dumps it into their own zone. Stanchina tries to centering pass across the middle as they break hard down the left side. Into the corner it goes and in behind the net for the Raiders. Puck pushed up into the neutral, or into the near boards here as they dump it across the middle there. That one's going to get picked off. Down the left side they go up against the board. She's taken off the check there. That one's going to go all the way down to the left side. Here's a shot on goal. Mueller's going to clear that one with her stick and kick it all the way to the near boards. Picked up by the Raiders. They're going to try to find Perutka breaking hard. Can't do it. And that's Garley who breaks it up and tries to get in there. Looks like we got another penalty going here, and we should have a penalty on the play with 10:50 to go in the first period.
I tell you, that was a penalty, but boy, M knows how to play the game. It's a savvy play. She felt that stick come and tug on her a little bit. If she doesn't go down, they might not call that, and she set up a power play. She took the first penalty, see if she can't cash in and equal herself up here.
Well, I tell you what, she looked like she got tripped. She's a good actress, so if her hockey career
wasn't an
doesn't go
acting,
anywhere.
but it's a smart play because she could feel it. So see if she can't put one in on the back door.
All right, so they're on the power play again. The Raiders with about a 34% power play percentage, and they will clear that one all the way down as Pape will chase after it. And in hot pursuit is a very Vetch, and she is not afraid to get after it, as they are in the penalty kill themselves for 1 minute and 37. The Raiders will set up behind their own goal. Vetch is just spyglassing on them, waiting for it. Miller. Puck comes all the way to the near boards. Raiders still in their own zone, goes all the way back across the other side of the ice to Pape. Pape now in the Owatonna zone, kicks it all the way to the near boards, back to the top of the circle. Looking, works her way down, looking for something across the middle. She'll skate in behind. Puck comes all the way to the top, almost out of the zone, but they'll dump it right back in the corner. And they will try to continue. Steffes will try to create some energy down there in the corner, but the puck will come out of the zone. So Bolin will pick it up in the neutral ice. The Raiders will regroup. They will do a quick line change, and they will regroup again with the line change and bring in some new legs. Pape continues on the ice. She'll skate it all the way to the far circle, brings it back in behind, centering pass out front, right out in front of the crease. That one's broken up by the defense, and it'll be Bolin skating back into her zone. But that pass across the ice broken up, almost a turnover. Achterich spyglassing that one. Puck will come through the neutralizer as the Raiders try to scoot through with just 13 seconds to go in the power play. Really haven't gotten anything on shot on goal at all here in this first power play for the Raiders. Puck is broken up by Owatonna. They'll try to fire through. Lucy Bolin cannot get her stick on it. That's going to wrap up the power play. They'll both be back at full strength. 8:42 to go here. First period. Raiders trailing this one 1-0 as they try to clear the puck through neutral ice. They'll try to skate down the near boards and dump it back down in the corner. Snyder down there tries to control the puck into the corner. That one's broken up. Owatonna comes away with it. They'll go the other direction. Bank it off the board, trying to forward the pass into the Raiders zone. That one is picked up down in the corner. Riddell will try to have a centering pass, and that one is just to the left of Mueller as it just misses the side post there. Puck will come clear into the neutral zone. Snyder will try to push it up and through, and does. They'll wave off the icing, and the Raiders will do a quick line change and bring it right back as the Huskies will try to grab the puck and skate it back to the other one. Ezra Oyen will try to go across. Ava Stanchina down the right side. Shot into the hands of Mueller, and we'll have a stoppage of play with 7:47 to go here, first period.
You know, it's a lot of action going on, and these are two high-scoring teams, but shots are 4-2, and I think it's just because we got two good skating teams. There's a lot of neutral zone checking going on, not a lot of clear opportunities, so it's actually a fun 4-2 game action right now, but you'd like to see a little bit more scoring opportunities for the Raiders.
Well, we always do like to see scoring, especially for the Raiders. That puck will definitely come to the top of the circle and controlled by Owatonna in the Northfield end. That puck's in behind the net. Oh, there's a shot towards the goal. That's right into the breadbasket there as Mueller gets another nice save there with 7:36 to go. So that one kind of crept out in the middle there somewhere, but Mueller able to keep her eye on it.
Yep. She held on firm to that post. I don't know, was that Stanchina that stepped out there and got the shot? But good save by her holding her ground.
So it looks like Oyen will face off, and the Raiders are saying, hey, she's got to go, but she didn't. So Pape loses the face-off as the Huskies come away with it. They'll have it down in the circle. Centering pass out front, and that's out in front for Stanchina. And that one, Stanchina's pretty excited about it, but I don't think it went in. I think they waved it.
Yeah, no, she just got her stick in there. The Raiders will start talking about that because they've had two jabs at our goalie. They'll mention to it just to start watching for that. That's a little rivalry from a former Raider.
Exactly. So Garley's going to step in there. Pape's in tight in the circle. The referees try to push him out, and the Raiders will come away off the draw. Wins it, but then loses it again in behind the net before it's picked up by Pape again. This time we'll see if she can skate through. She got herself past the first person. Now can she get past the next one? There she is to neutral ice. She's going to go 1-on-3. She's going to circle back around. This time it's going to come all the way. McCoshen down in behind the corner. She chases that one. Puckard after it into that far corner. Nice little check there to take him off the puck just briefly. But the puck will come all the way back out in the neutral zone. So the Raiders regrouping. Pape is going to skate hard through the neutral ice into the zone, but then she is picked up by two defensemen. She'll pick the puck back up again, and that one is intercepted again. That one, of course, broken up by Stanchina, and now we're going to have...
It's like another power play for us.
Could be another one for sure, and they're going to send Stanchina now to the net. She's getting a little bit aggressive over there in the neutral zone.
Yeah, there's always a little bit more emotion when you know the players, and Emerson drew that one there again. So you want to, this is as a coach, you want to get this under check. We're not trying to face off against a team. You've got to keep your composure, get something set up here on the power play.
And this is the second power play for the Raiders this evening. They're 0-1 thus far. Puck goes right across, right into the hands of Michaela Wilker. She's got about an 89.9% save ratio on the season thus far. Again, you're listening to Raider Hockey right here on KYMN, and we're streaming live on NorthfieldLive.com. It is 1-0 in favor of the Huskies. This is the final game of the season for both teams before the sections. A win tonight by either team will crown them the Big Nine champion of the Big Nine Conference here this evening. Puck will come clean. Oh, and there's a whiff right there. There's an opportunity out from the left circle, and that one's going to send all the way back in to the Raiders zone as Bolin chases it in behind the net and into the near boards. She'll try to bring it up in through neutral ice. That one's broken up by the Huskies in the Raiders zone, and they will regroup in behind their own net. Now is pass down the near boards as Puppy tries to skate through. She's going to go right through. That was right into the shin pads there of Bogan. She with a nice break up there as she is trying to come across. And now Puppy will probably get called for, looks like it could be cross-checking or maybe roughing. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they'll do a rough or a cross there. She just retaliated, and that's what we're talking about. You got to keep your emotions in check right now because you just don't want to get into this penalty after penalty after penalty. And I think they're just talking about what to call, but it looks like a 2-minute roughing.
So Stanchina, I should say, Puppy will definitely be going into the box for sure for 2 minutes. So it'll be 4-on-4 here for the next minute or so before the Huskies will have the advantage as that puck goes flying all the way back down into the Husky zone. And they will regroup, bring it back, and it'll be an icing call on the Raiders.
And that's something all night Ayla's going to have to be watchful of and mindful of. They want her off the ice as much as possible. So they're gonna chip her. They're gonna try to do every little thing to get under her skin. They like where she's sitting right now, not on the ice.
So the Raiders down with 2 penalties on the evening as it's 4-on-4 here. As the Huskies will control it from the top. There's a shot across the middle. That was deflected and broken up, but Riddell trying to get a stick on it before Mueller kind of kicks it off to the near boards. There's another centering pass out in front of the net, but that one's broken up and knocked over into the near corner before it is broken up again by the Raiders as they send it flying all the way back into the far corner, now in behind the boards. Both trying to fight for it. Grace trying to come loose with it. She finally gets control of it. She'll skate back around in behind the net again. Tries to forward the pass, almost loses it. Steffes tries to clear it out of the zone, can't do it. Swing and a miss on that one as they still continue from the backside. They will be shorthanded here very shortly as that penalty will expire on Stanchina in just 2 seconds. So the Raiders now will be in full penalty kill as they are down 5-4. And they will be at the disadvantage for the next minute or so as they trail this one 1-0 with 4:32 to go here in the first period. Miller will try to skate it up and through the zone. She'll bring it back into the neutral zone. Now she'll take it, dump it as expected. Stanchino will hand save that one and tries to push it up through the zone. Can't do it. Pass drops back to the back as the Huskies again try to clear it up and out. Avery Vetch tries to click that one up and over into the neutral, or into the Northfield zone, I should say, as it goes in behind. Now the puck comes clear. They'll try to dump it in and keep it in. Again, power play in favor of Owatonna right now. Puck goes in behind the Northfield net, goes into the far corner. Beham tries to clear it, tries to get it out of there. Beham finally comes clean with it. 8 seconds to go. She skates through. She just fires one at the net. That one comes off the pad of Wilker, and she'll just dump that over to the defense, and the Raiders fall back 5-on-5 again, but they fall back into their own zone with 3:32 to go here, first period. Raiders trailing this one so far 1-0 from your Heritage Bank scoreboard. Miller will skate it all the way through, down into the Owatonna zone. That one's going to go all the way into the near, broken up. Snyder tries to dump it back in behind. Centering pass, backhand, Snyder. That one's broken up pretty easily. Off the board, they tried to clear it, bank it out of the zone, but it just hit the board and bounced straight back before this puck goes firing all the way back in behind the net. And we'll have another icing call here on the Huskies.
Well, there was action, but it is a little bit lull, too. And, I think the Raiders, we got 3 more minutes left. You want to finish this period hard. It hasn't been the greatest one for us, but if they can come away 1-0 or tied 1-1, we'll take that.
Facing it off to the right of Wilkin in their own zone. Huskies try to clear it, tries to control the draw, but the Raiders will come away with it. That puck will go all the way down in the corner. Garley trying to make something happen back in that far corner before it's dumped into the neutral side here of the near boards. Fires it all the way across. Down the right side they go. And they'll try to dump that one in. There's a shot right off the pads of Mueller. That one pops long out the side. DeBuse will try to dump it back into the zone for the Huskies. Looks like we'll have another stoppage of play here with 2:37 to go here, first period.
I said little things make a big difference in a game, and just that. Grace coming back, Makasha. That puck was laying there. Owatonna was coming at it. She just got her stick on it, poked it away. That saved a good scoring opportunity, and we would need to do more of that. The little things really do matter.
So that puck will be controlled in neutral zone for the Raiders before they give it up in the Owatonna zone. They'll pick it up and they'll skate all the way back in behind. Bogan will take it in behind her net, tries to dump one up and out, tries to pass up to Snitker. She'll bounce it off the glass through neutral zone. It'll be a race down there, and it is first come, first serve. Houskins will get it. She's got some momentum. She's flying down that left side, and she is coming. Look out in front. Head back in.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. Did you see that? That was unbelievable. At the 14:54 mark, Houskins was on a mission.
Yeah. I mean, she just got that speed going, and it almost was like she was surprised herself. She just kept going. The momentum went, slid it right through the 5-hole on the goaltender.
That was unbelievable. I mean, she took control of that puck in her own zone, and she just said, I'm out, I'm gone.
Yep.
Get out of my way.
Yeah, I can tell you Owatonna wasn't game planning for that tonight.
No.
They're kind of looking, wait, who's 23?
Who's this? What? Well, needless to say, she got her first goal of the season this evening. That is her first goal of the season, her 9th point of the year, but her first, and it couldn't come any at a bigger time. Here at the Big Nine Showdown here at the Northfield Ice Arena. 1:47 to go. First period. That puck will come clean. Miller will try to skate it through the neutral zone. As she does, we are all tied up. 1-1. Stick save there by Wilkins out behind the Owatonna net from your Heritage Bank scoreboard. We are tied up 1-1 here with just a minute 23 to go here in the first period. Pape will pick it up. She will try to skate through the neutral zone. She's getting ahead of steam. This is where she's dangerous. Another shot out in front. Right out in front of the crease. That one's broken up. And trying to get a stick on it. Couldn't quite do it. It was Garley as Wilker will cover that one up in the zone, and we'll have a face-off to the left of the Owatonna goal.
Yeah, you can see they're getting a little more space now to skate around. Ayla had a little space, and the D were given that gap, and they just took it, went to the net.
Behem will face off, wins the draw. That one will come over to the top circle. There's a shot towards the goal. That one ricochets off the backboard. Raiders will skate in behind the far corner, try to get control of it with just a minute left here in the first period. And that's going to be Parutka in behind, centering pass out front. That one's broken up by Owatonna before Vetch will take it down the near board. She'll fire it towards the net. Mueller watching it bounce off the back of the board, but that was out in front as well. That one just popped right out in front. Nobody got a stick on it except Owatonna had a shot. There's a slap shot. That one's right in the course. That one's right in the pad, and that one is going to get covered up by the Raiders with 34.6 seconds to go there. A couple of opportunities for Owatonna to take the lead.
Yeah, we got away with a little penalty there too, so we'll take that. You're technically not allowed to make a play with the goalie's stick, and we're trying to get it back to our goalie, but we got away with getting no penalty there.
The puck will come off the face-off to the left of Mueller to the near boards. Fires all the way across. Garley all the way across, back into the neutral zone it comes. Miller to Garley in the near board. She'll skate it through, 18 seconds to go. Plenty of time to put one in the net. She'll skate it down, pass back up to the top of the circle. Pape shot, deflected, and right off the sleeve it goes of Ezra Oyen off the defense. Raiders will come away with it in their own zone. Miller down the near side. She's got no time left. And that will wrap up our first period here at the Northfield Ice Arena. From your Heritage Bank scoreboard, the Raiders and Huskies all tied up 1-1. We'll have a recap of our first period coming up here very, very shortly, but we'll take a quick break, a couple of minutes anyhow, and we'll be back. You're listening to Raider Hockey on 95.1 The One and streaming live on NorthfieldLive.com.
Financing a house is about more than a mortgage, it's about creating a home. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, buying your forever home, looking to take advantage of today's great refinance rates, or finally getting to those home improvements, Hometown Credit Union's wide variety of home loan options and highly competitive rates can help make your house, well, a home. Learn more and apply online at hometowncu.coop. Equal housing lender.
This is Barb from Professional Dental Group of Northfield, letting you know that the doctors and staff of Professional Dental Group are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Whether scheduling for an implant, mouthguard, or general visit, we look forward to providing you the same exceptional care that Professional Dental Group has delivered the Northfield area for over 45 years. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. John Nowak, Dr. Brian Kraby, Dr. Tyler Yonke, and Dr. Bo Hoyam, and their staff, go Raiders.
Are you in the market for a new home or considering remodeling your current home? Schmidt Homes and Schmidt Homes Remodeling should be your first and last call. Schmidt Homes, known for their innovative designs, uncompromising quality and craftsmanship, superior service, while maintaining their reputation of fairness, honesty, and integrity for over 30 years. They're the only builder in the area to offer an in-house designer and a showroom to make your selections. They have over 30 new building lots available in Northfield. Check out their website at schmidthomes.com for more information.
Don't wait for the next snowstorm. Get your vehicle ready for winter now. Valley Auto House is a full automotive repair shop, collision center, and AAA towing facility. We service all makes and models, from full-size diesel trucks to passenger cars. Serving the people of Northfield is our #1 goal. We do that by offering quick repairs, fair prices, and efficient communication from the time you walk in the door to when we hand you back your keys. Go Raiders from all of us at Valley Auto House, located on Highway 3 South in Northfield. Open 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, and find us at valleyautohouse.net.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie, Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center. It's time to get outdoors. Ice fishing, skiing, snowmobiling, but this year, end the foggy glasses and dried out contacts. Give yourself the gift of LASIK. At Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, all laser, all wavefront LASIK, all the time.
Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, Faribault. World-class LASIK, small-town traffic. RitchieEyeClinic.com.
Now may be the right time for you or a loved one to consider joining Northfield Retirement Community. Leave behind the worry of home maintenance and repairs to join a supportive community welcoming you to your new home. NRC has a variety of housing options to enjoy with your own furnishings and available options of in-home personal care services. Reach out to our caring and compassionate staff when you're ready for a visit, or review all of our living options at northfieldretirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community, innovation, choice, tradition.
Locally owned and operated, Professional Pride Realty specializes in residential, commercial, and agricultural property. Search the entire multiple listing service at professionalpriderealty.com or call us at 507-663-1100.
Heritage Bank is proud to be a locally owned bank that cares about Northfield. They know that their success depends on the success of their customers and their community. Heritage Bank is a proud supporter of Northfield area athletics and would like to wish the best of luck to the Northfield Raiders in all of their sports seasons. Whether you are a player or a coach, Heritage Bank is proud of all of your hard work and excited to be cheering you on. Come visit the mortgage and real estate professionals at Heritage Bank, and they will guide you through the home buying process with ease. They look forward to serving you.
And welcome back to the Northfield Ice Arena. Hey, looky, we got popcorn.
You got your popcorn here.
That better have my name all over it, by God. All right, we didn't have a chance at the beginning of the game. Brett Bielenberg, myself, Jimmy LaRue. Oh, we got all kinds of people standing over there. We'll get those guys on the camera here in a little bit. Johan's over there.
And you got your popcorn. Somebody was listening,
popcorn,
right?
So we're all good. It's all good in the hood. Things are looking up. Yes, a lot of excitement tonight. Big 9, Owatonna, Northfield, rivalry. Craziness. Everyone's all hyped up, pumped up, and away you go. And they score quick. A couple of penalties. All of a sudden, it kind of mellows out a little bit. 6 shots for the Raiders, 7 shots for Owatonna, and we got a 1-1 game.
Yeah. No, I mean, all in all, overall, I don't think we played that well. As the Raiders, we didn't do a lot of good things out there. A lot of kids trying to do too much on their own. And then it comes down to one kid taking it from behind the net all the way down and scoring. But I guarantee you the coaches right now are telling them to settle down, move the puck. Don't skate the puck through the neutral zone. Move the puck through the neutral zone. Probably reinforcing again. Let's get it deep sometimes. Get them moving back. Defense don't want to turn and go get the puck. They want to do that, as I said. Then that opens up space where you can cut in and you start doing some things. But it was a very average period. So to come away 1-1 and had a scoring chance right at the end there, the Raiders have to feel very fortunate for that one.
Ayla Puppy is notorious for just taking the puck in her own end and taking off and skating through 1 or 2 or 3. This was the first team. I'm not kidding. You would think that it took to the end of the season, but this is the first time I've seen a team, literally, when she touches the puck, they put 3 people on her. And, I mean, they are not letting her get any steam at all. So, yes, I think it's important that they have to pass through the neutral zone to get it in to try to maybe work some offense down in the other zone.
Yep. And it's always you get used to doing something, and it's nothing for Ayla. It's not wrong. It's what she's been doing, and you can do, and then you have to adjust when people take it away. Once you get into sections, you're playing teams that can take that away. They can take away one player, but we have a good team. And that's what the coaches are saying. It's just rely on your teammates. Everybody's in there, and that'll open up things for her to do. And so it is just that neutral zone. What Owatonna is doing is just cluttering it. They're just angling when people are skating up, and that includes our D, because our D are very good at skating it up too. They just missed on one because they weren't probably thinking that much about 23 going coast to coast, and she did it, and she made a really big play.
Yeah, that's her first goal of the season for Kira Houskins, and again, maybe she saw something. She's like, well, if you guys are going to double team her, guess what? You know what? I think I'm just going to take my shot. And she did. So it was a beauty.
Yep.
It looked good. It was fantastic. Outside of that, like I said, 7 shots for Owatonna, 6 shots for the Raiders. At the 59-second mark, it was Abby Vetch. The puck kind of came loose. Turnover in our zone. Kicked it up to the top of the point. She just wristed it right over the top of the shoulder of Mueller. I don't know if she just didn't see it coming or maybe thought that we were going to clear it or what, but it's almost like she didn't even see it.
Yeah. No, they're tough for goalies. The old rule was like get it on the ice and just let it hit something. But now you teach kids from the point. If you can't see the goalie, a lot of times they're going for the upper corners, and I don't think she saw it real clearly. And by the time she saw it, it was already going past her. So yeah, it's just little things like that. You never like to take a penalty, 100 and however many feet it is away from the other goal, and then just that turnover. We want to clear it outside, and we just happen to just throw it up the middle, and their D got it. But mistakes happen,
right?
Mistakes just happen in the game all the time. They're going to make more mistakes. It's just how you recover from that. And when you look at it, it's 1-1. We recovered well, and it's a brand new period.
We got 2 periods to go. We know that, and it ain't over till it's over.
Yes.
And we've seen both these teams, and we know what they're capable of doing. I'm excited. Yeah. Not only as a play-by-play announcer, but just as a fan, I'm excited to want to eat my popcorn and watch this.
yeah. But you got to keep talking.
I know that's just not fair.
Yeah.
But anyhow, we'll be back. We'll get the second period going. Stick around. You're listening to Raider Hockey right here on KYMN and streaming live on NorthfieldLive.com.
I'm Marty Benson, the Commercial and Ag Banking Manager at Community Resource Bank. We offer unprecedented experience with the ability to make decisions locally for your business, ag purchase, or expansion. Come talk with us. Interest rates are still low, and we can offer some fantastic products. The coffee pot is always on, or visit us at crb.bank. Community Resource Bank in Northfield, Cannon Falls, and Roseville. Let's bank together. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
This is Barb from Professional Dental Group of Northfield, letting you know that the doctors and staff of Professional Dental Group are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Whether scheduling for an implant, mouthguard, or general visit, we look forward to providing you the same exceptional care that Professional Dental Group has delivered the Northfield area for over 45 years. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. John Nowak, Dr. Brian Kraby, Dr. Tyler Yonke, and Dr. Bo Hoyam, and their staff, go Raiders!
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
The Quarterback Club of Northfield knows just how hard the student-athletes work each and every sports season and would like to wish all of the Raiders athletic teams the best of luck this year. After practice is over or before the big game, stop into the Quarterback Club and grab their roasted chicken, tender baby back ribs, or famous broiled burgers. Short on time? Call ahead and they will have it ready for you to carry out. They serve lunch and dinner, so no matter your busy schedule, the Quarterback Club has something for you. Good luck, Raiders, and we'll see you after the game. The Quarterback Club, off Highway 3 in Northfield.
Here's an opportunity in front of the goal. No, shot, and a score! And he got it! Touchdown, Geiger! How did he haul that in?
And she's going to go to the front. She scores! Kayla Puppy! Shot for 3. That one is good. He nails another one.
Moving slowly in. Tries to go to the backhand and scores! Andrew Winter on the penalty shot. Puts the Raiders up 1-0.
Heritage Bank is proud to be a locally owned bank that cares about Northfield. They know that their success depends on the success of their customers and their community. Heritage Bank is a proud supporter of Northfield area athletics and would like to wish the best of luck to the Northfield Raiders in all of their sports seasons. Whether you are a player or a coach, Heritage Bank is proud of all of your hard work and excited to be cheering you on. Come visit the mortgage and real estate professionals at Heritage Bank, and they will guide you through the home buying process with ease. They look forward to serving you.
The days are getting cooler, and it means it's time to take a trip to Witt Brothers for your winter checkup. Let's face it, no one wants to get caught in the cold with a dead battery. Make sure your vehicle is in peak condition for the winter season. The checkup includes an oil change, tire rotation, brake inspection, battery tests, and they'll even winterize your vehicle. Stop by Witt Brothers Service, located at 701 Division Street in downtown Northfield, for all your automotive maintenance and repair needs.
The graphic mailbox in the River Park Mall. With all of your mailing and printing needs, we can pack it up, ship it out, and get it down the road. Fabricate a sign or a banner. We work hard to know our products. We can find what works for you and set you up with everything you need. The graphic mailbox in the River Park Mall, offering solutions for you.
When your carpets, upholstery, and floors look dirty and stained, call the professionals at Service Master by Ayat. Service Master has been an industry leader for more than 20 years and have proven cleaning products to remove even the toughest stains and get the winter weather out of your carpets and floors. Eliminate dirt and grime from your carpet, hardwood, tile, and laminate floors. When you're in need of cleaning, demand the yellow van and call Service Master by Ayat today.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Real estate can be difficult to navigate. Thankfully, Professional Pride Realty's website is packed with information to make buying or selling a home in the Northfield area as simple as possible. ProfessionalPrideRealty.com has the most current listing information, including price reductions and real-time market statistics. Customize the map-based search to streamline your desired location. You can even save your searches in specific homes for later viewing. Home sellers can learn about their property's value before putting their houses on the market. When you're ready to start your home buying or selling journey, Professional Pride Realty would be happy to assist you.
And we're back here at the Northfield Ice Arena. Brent, what do you got? What do you think? Second period. What do you want to think, huh? Drop the gloves, get after it?
Yeah, that's probably not going to happen,
Okay.
but it should be. See if we can't get some pace going here. It was a little bit sluggish at times that first period. Get some pace.
So the Raiders dressed up in their gold and maroon and their maroon breezers as they go skating from right to left on your radio dial this evening. Owatonna, of course, in the royal blue and black, and they'll be skating left to right. Miller's going to fire one, and that one's up and over the top of the stick of a Wilker there as it bounces into the near corner here. Raiders trying to dump it in and keep it in. Down into the corner it goes. In behind the net. Skating hard for it back in there is Palkert. She'll clear it up to the top of the boards. Maya will try to keep it in. That's off the pipe from the blue line, but an easy save for Wilkers. She'll take it and forward it up in through the neutral zone as Ockenkirk puts one on net before Miller will come away with it. She'll try to skate it up and through. Owatonna in a full line change, so an opportunity as they skate right through the neutral. Miller with a shot. That one, of course, broken up right away by Snitker, but she gets a stick on it. Puck will come to the top. Bolin, shot. Catches Raydell right in the thigh there as she breaks that one up before Owatonna tries to clear it out of their zone. They'll dump it right back in. It goes right back in the corner as Pape sends it back. From the other side of the ice we go. Garley down in the corner. Centering pass to Pape. Boom! Fire! That was right out in front of the crease. And that one just off the pad of Wilker. Rebound possible, but no good.
Yeah, that looked like it was going in if it didn't hit a shin pad in there. And you can see what we did. We started off that period with our third line out there. I think our third line going against their first line. Trying to counter some lines right now. Jeff is there. The forward coach is trying to manipulate some of these lines to get the matchups he wants.
Raiders already with 4 shots in the second period, only a minute and a half in. So certainly starting off the second period strong.
Puck will go in behind the net for Beham. Beham to the corner. Tries to pass it across the middle. It's broken up by the defense. They'll push it up. But that pass will go errant all the way back in behind Miller. Boom! And she gets taken down in behind the net. Huskies shot towards the net. That one's broken up by the Raiders. Puck comes clear right out in front. They try to dump it back into Mueller to try and cover it up. That one could have been a huge mistake there. Before the puck is picked up, down the left side we go. Beham's going to hammer one down off the board. Send it Whalen right in behind the net. She'll stay on, and she'll try to knock it back into the Owatonna zone. It's a breakaway down the left side, 2-on-2. Broken up off the stick of Mueller. Kicks it all the way to the far boards. Puck again towards the net, right off the pad of Mueller. Comes loose in through the neutral zone. Raiders will dump it all the way back in, and they will be called for icing with 14:31 to go here, second period. From your Heritage Bank scoreboard, we're all tied up 1-1.
Huskies certainly getting those shots back. All tied up 10-10 shots. So great second period so far. Both teams getting down in the offensive zone. And we'll have another faceoff left to Mueller.
Debuse will, nope, Steffes. They're looking back in the corner. All right, let's get it back there. They will come clean. The draw comes loose. That one is in favor of Owatonna. The puck off the glove of Mueller. That'll kick right out into the zone before the Raiders will find it. And trying to do a little cherry picking there is...
Yeah, we just Sorensen just got over a little bit early, but it was right there for her.
Definitely had, just if she could have just stayed on the blue line just a little bit. She was sneaking out the backside and an opportunity for a breakaway. But we'll bring it right back to the side of Mueller with 14:21 to go here, second period. That puck comes clean. Raiders will capture it in behind their net. Bounces it off the glass, tries to clear the zone. It does. And they will chase it all the way down, and they'll bring it right on back. 14:10 to go, first period.
So you can see a little bit of tactic here for the Raiders. They are trying to match our third line up against their first line. Just this period, that's what they've started to do. What you're trying to do is create offense and space for your first line.
Aren't you also, though, opening yourself up to risk?
You do open it up, and if the other team's playing that first line a lot, then all of a sudden your first line's not out of there as much. So our first line hasn't been out yet this period.
13:58 to go. That puck goes sailing right through the crease all the way to the top of the left circle in behind the net. Owatonna will try to control it, and it is pushed to the far boards. Schneider, now McCoshin, she'll try to clear it out there. Stanchino will recover it in the near corner. Centering pass across the middle, and she's going to get a stick on it. And it must have been deflected right out in front there. I think that was number 8. That is going to be Molly Oxjakirk with her 10th goal of the season.
And that was a great pass by former Raider Ava Stanchina from that right circle, perfectly right into the crease. And Oxterkirk, which in German translate to 8th church, she's number 8. Oxterkirk, perfectly translated, puts the Huskies up 2-1.
I think that might have been off our Grace McCoshin too. So.
Right, I mean, definitely. Yeah. It didn't look like she got a clean stick on it. So.
No, I think it just went off of our own player. So.
And earlier they did try to stuff one back in to the goal to have them cover it up, and who knows, maybe that was another one of those trying to cover it up. This play is going to go all the way down the left-hand side. Garley's going to try to capture it, cannot do it. Huskies will try to clear it. Down to the ice they go. The crowd is calling for a penalty, but there's no penalty. She pretty much slipped and fell. Puck will come into the Northfield zone, and they will try to regroup. They'll dump it. Here it is to Puppy. Are they going to give her any momentum? She'll forward past that one, but that one is broken up in the neutral zone. Right out in front of the red line here on the center ice. Puck will drop back into the Huskies zone before it is forwarded up into the neutral zone. Finally picked up there by Rasmussen. She's going to try to clear it into the zone. Can't do it. Huskies will push it into the Northfield zone. Forwarding pass here to Perutka through the neutral zone. That one just bounces off the boards and all the way down to the goalie, Wilker, there as she pushes it into the near corner before they fire it all the way down in behind the net, and will be called for icing again. We'll go back onto the other side of the ice with 12:26 to go in the first period. Raiders trailing this one 2-1.
Yeah, going back to that last goal, it was a pretty unfortunate bounce, as you said, off one of our defenders. Oxterkirk never actually got a stick on it. It was just Stanchina off one of our own skates into the goal. So unfortunate bounce, but the marbles roll the way they do. So we're down 2-1.
There's a shot on goal right from the top of the circle. Debuse into the glove of Wilker. So they'll face off again. Pretty much evenly matched here. 11 shots for the Raiders, 12 shots for the Huskies. As the Raiders trail this one 2-1 here in the second period for the Northfield Ice Arena. Glad you could make it here this evening. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, of course. That one right out in front as the Raiders try to create some offense down in the Owatonna end. That one's all broken up down there. Tova Sorensen tries to get involved in there, but that puck is going to come clean, and they will skate it down the left side and dump it into the Northfield zone. Raiders trying to skate after it, Debuse after it. A lot of people chasing it down over there. Mollenhauer down in the corner there fighting for it as they try to keep it in, and they push it in behind the net down to the far corner. That one pops loose out in front of the net before it is broken up, and McCoshen able to pick it up in their zone. She bangs it off the top of the glass, but that one ricocheted and into the bench. And a nice catch it looks like there. Looked like Morgan Macy, the sophomore, with a nice outfield catch there on the bench with 11:38 to go. We'll bring that puck all the way back down to the right side of the goalie for the Raiders in the Raiders zone. Again, skating from the right to left as they try to clear the zone. Puck comes loose, finally sneaks it in through neutral ice. But the Huskies will take control of it in their own zone. Brings it all the way past. That was intercepted down the left side. That's a nice breakaway for Snyder. But that is broken up by the Huskies as they try to turn around and bring it back into the other direction. And now we've got a whistle on the play with 11:15 to go here in the second period.
It's like a hand pass there. So you are seeing a lot of chess match games here. Both coaches are trying to adjust the other team on line switches. It's to our advantage. We got the last switch, so we can, if they put their first, we can adjust ours. We always have that last change.
Face off from the draw, just to the right of Wilker in the Owatonna zone before it is cleared. Nope, they'll dump it back in. Perucco sent it in behind the Owatonna net. Picked up all the way through the neutral zone. That one's going to scoot all the way down. They're just going to call icing and bring it right back with 10:58 to go here, second period. Not a lot of excitement here, just in the last couple of minutes. Things kind of just going back and forth. Like you said, they're probably playing a little chess match here. Still trying to figure each other out, I'm guessing, at the same time.
Yeah, they're trying to, both teams are trying to get line situations. We got our matchup we want, see if we can't cash in.
Garley to the top of the circle. That one is a turnover, and now it's a breakaway down that left side. It's going to Vetch. Vetch shot, broken up by Mueller, and the net comes off. Rebound right out in front. I don't know what they're screaming about. There's nothing you can do. That puck was...
Yeah, I think they called a penalty on us. Looks like just a penalty, but...
Better than a goal.
Yeah. But we had that play. It looked like it was a little bit... Oh, she called a penalty shot.
So they're going to call. So that's if you're in behind if you're in behind the defense and the defense takes you out in between you and the goalie. Apparently that's where you get the free shot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, that's not a great call. Like she had gotten that shot, and the penalty actually happened after the shot was taken.
I was going to say because she did the backhand and tried to do it. Mueller had the rebound, then they went into the net, and the net came loose. So
yeah,
I think Paige has got a couple of words to say about that.
I think they're going to be asking that too. About like the penalty was actually called after the shot was taken, but you know they're awarding her. They've already awarded her a penalty shot.
Yeah, pretty unfortunate turn of events. I mean, obviously we turned it over in neutral ice, and then that was Avery Vetch that took it in 1-0 with Mueller, and then net came loose. So now it will be Vetch and Mueller 1-on-1. Vetch with a great opportunity to put the Huskies up 3-1.
So it's a 6:14 mark. They're going to call a penalty in behind. Said that she was defenseless, apparently, or behind, and it was 1-on-1, and so it looks like the defenseman, they're going to call that one. That took her off the play, but I think that was after it came off the glove of Mueller, but we'll see what happens here. She will have a penalty shot. See what Macy's got. Shot and a goal, so she does score. She puts it in there at the 6:15 mark on the penalty shot. That's going to put them up 3-1. in the second period from your Heritage Bank scoreboard. Raiders are trailing this one 3-1. And the crowd is going nuts here at the Northfield Ice Arena.
There is quite the Owatonna contingent here at the Northfield Ice Arena. They made the trip up Highway 3 to come watch their girls fight for the Big 9 championship. And they like what they're seeing so far. I mean, obviously, Huskies up 3-1, converting on the opportunities. So the Raiders going to have a bit of a hole to dig out of.
Raiders trailing this one 3-1, so therefore we are facing off on center ice, and that one's going to be by Stan Sheena. She's going to clear it. They're going to flip that one up and over off the back of the backboard there as it goes in behind into the near corners for the Raiders in their own zone. They need a little bit of that intensity that they brought there in that first period and maybe kind of recollect themselves and apply a little bit more energy here in the second period. Puck will come over to the top of the circle. Huskies will try to dump it in. Comes loose, clear, into the neutral zone. Fires all the way across the net. That one goes all the way back into the Husky zone before it is picked up by the Raiders, and they'll just say that one will have a stoppage of play as the puck goes errant into the bench as they try to clear and change up all their lines.
Yeah, that we can look at that penalty call, should have it been or not, but it all started with just a play. We just had a misplay in the offensive zone that led to a breakaway that caused that.
Puck will come clear on the draw. Owatonna will try to skate through the neutral zone. Pass across the middle. Oh, that's kicked right out in front. And that one is finally wrapped up by Macy Mueller as Bogan. Samantha Bogan, number 6, had a shot at it. She had a breakaway on the backside there, but it was just lightly broken up. Couldn't get a stick on it. It'll go right in the glove of the goalie, and we'll face off to the left of Mueller here with exactly 10 minutes remaining, second period.
There's a bit of horseplay after that shot there. I know these teams are rivals, but you can't let your good emotions get the best of you, so we'll see what happens as these players get tired late in this game.
Puck will come clear down the right side through neutral ice. Go, 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 McCoshen. Boom! Shot broken up by the defense. Garley out in the top of the circle. She'll find Puppy from the left circle. She'll skate down into the slot, but that one she'll lose control in behind the net. It goes. That one will come loose. Owatonna will try to clear. Fires all the way across. We got a break down the backside. There goes Vetch again down that left side as she tries to get a pass across the middle. That one's broken up. Bolin recovers it in behind the net. She'll pick it back up. Tries to bang it off the boards. It does. Comes into the neutral ice. They'll try to dump it right back in, and they do. Miller getting after it. She'll try to pick it up, try to clear it before she is taken off the puck. That one comes clean. Owatonna tries to get control of that one. Is broken up again by the Raiders. Bam! Off the glass it goes into the neutral zone. It'll come back. Bam! Well, there's no glass there. Almost came off the face mask of one of the players as it goes into the bench. And we'll have a face-off here at neutral ice with 8:59 to go here. Second period, Raiders trail.
Both teams are trying to stretch the ice there. You saw us leaking out. Emerson, Garley getting out there. They're looking for that. Owatonna, I think, has had the best of it, though. They're getting a lot of good uneven rushes, and they can cash away on that. So we have to be cautious of that. Our D not getting caught low. We're always making center. We'll come to the center of the ice. Never let people get behind us.
It's really impressive that when Puppy gets the ice, it is true that she just attracts Husky defenders like a strong magnet. So they're certainly trying to take out our best player, and it seems to be working so far.
Puck's all tied up in the corner. Huskies centering pass across. Misses everybody. It's going to go over to Snitker at the top of the circle. She'll fire one. That's going to be broken up by the Raiders as they try to kick it clear, but Snyder cannot clear as it comes back into the near boards. Down in the corner it goes. Huskies shot across the middle. That one's broken up. Now down the right side we go. Pushes it all the way up and in. Snyder will clear. Sends it back into the Husky zone as they try to do a quick line change here and get back into position. That one's going to be picked up. Looks like it knocked in by Paukert, but she loses the control, and the Owatonna Huskies will now try to clear it out of there as Mady Simon will try to clear it in through the neutral zone. Stanchino will pick it up. She'll try to skate through. Down in behind the circle she goes. Puts a little stiff one there on Garley as the puck comes clear. And now we're going back the other direction, all the way down the right side. Here she comes, Ayla Puppy, but she is pokes check there off the stick, so she loses control as the Huskies turn right back around. Centering pass just blows right past Kaylin Frieder-Burner as she was breaking down the right side, but that puck just 5 feet out in front of her, turns it right back around. We'll bring it right back for an icing call against the Huskies. We'll face off in their zone just to the left of Wilker. 7:41 to go here, second period. Raiders trail 3-1 from your Heritage Bank scoreboard. Draw on the play. Raiders will control as they try to dump it back in. There's a pass down into the far corner. Looks like Steph is trying to skate it up and in. They'll bring it back to the top. Bolin will push it all the way back. Puck comes out in front of the net before it is picked up by Bogan. Bogan, 1-on-3 through the neutral zone. That one's broken up by the Raiders. They'll recover, skate through the neutral zone themselves. There goes McCoshen down left side. She'll just fire one. There's a bounce into the glove of Wilker, and we'll have a stoppage of play and a face-off to the left of Wilker with 7:07 to go here, second period.
Wilker looking like a star softball third baseman. You know, that bouncing shot. Yeah, pick, exactly. So great play by Wilker there. And Raiders Huskies facing off to the right of Wilker now.
And it'll be Garley on the face-off. Referee checking everybody out. That puck will come clean. Looks like the Raiders will kind of control it before it is broken up again by Owatonna. That one is a nice leg save, if you will, from the defense there as the Raiders try to get something generated here. 6:49 to go. There's a shot towards the net. Miller off the pad of Wilker. That one's going to come all the way back out. Into the far corner it goes. Raiders will fight for it. Huskies will dig for it. They'll come out with it. Puck will fire all the way around to the far boards. Back into the corner it goes. Puppy down and over there. Stanchina in there hitting the ground. We got two people on the ice. Nothing coming clear. Finally, Huskies look like they try to clear it out of there before it's picked up by Snyder. Dumps it all the way back in, and they will bring it all the way back.
I tell you, the Huskies are a good skating team. You can see they're not giving. In hockey, you're always trying to gain time and space or take away time and space. And Owatonna is doing a much better job of taking away our time and space. We just don't have a lot of time with that puck on our stick, and we got to create that.
Face off in the Owatonna zone. Comes to the near circle. Bolin fighting for it down in the corner. Raiders still trying to control it before Owatonna clears it. Now they'll skate through the neutral zone. Got three people on there. Somebody's on the ground. No penalty to be called on that one. It was just a couple of people getting their skates stuck together. That one's going to come clear. We're under 6 minutes. 5:53. Interception in their own zone. Again, a turnover by the Raiders in their own zone. That one is going to get picked up by McCoshen as she tries to send it over to Bolin as she tries to clear it. Can't do it. Huskies keep it in the zone. They'll fire it all the way to the far circle. Picked up by McCoshen. Now she'll try to clear it through the neutral zone. Kept in there by Kozliak. That one's finally broken up. Finally, somebody, Peruka, able to clear the puck out of the zone. That puck will go all the way through. Beham loses her stick. She'll head to the box. Raiders will come out of it, and we got a couple of people flying around all over the place there. And we'll have a stoppage of play with 5:20 to go as Beham, like I said, lost her stick. She had to clear, and now they will have a full line change here. We'll face off at neutral ice.
Besides that, since the penalty shot, I should say, neither team has gotten any real massive chances here. Each team doing pretty good in the neutral zone. Getting some good clears, so we'll see what happens in this last 5 minutes of the second period.
Huskies will try to keep it in the zone as they dump it in the far corner. Puppy will pick it up in behind the net. She'll hit the brakes, turns the other direction, tries a forward pass. That one's right out in front. Another turnover for the Raiders. That one almost disastrous, but that one finally comes clear as now it's a 2-on-3. Garley down the left side. She'll dump it in, taking off her skates. Into the corner it goes. Steph is trying to control it. They'll dig for it down there. Garley and Steffens both in the corner trying to dig something up. Puppy trying to come clear with it. There's a shot towards the goal, but that one is just broken up off the stick and goes errantly to the left of the goal. Raiders will try to keep it in, but the Huskies will just clear it from their own zone and fires it all the way down the end. We'll just turn around and have, looks like an icing penalty. We'll bring it back down to the right of the goalie, Wilker. So that one was kind of an interesting, just fired out of there.
Yeah, they're just at the end of the shift, tired, and wanted to get it out, get fresh legs out there. So we're kind of back in the same way that we were first period. We're down 2 now with 4.5 left. We need to get at least 1 in this period.
Puppy will try to keep it in from the blue line. She dumps it all the way back in for Garley down in the near corner. She tries to push it all the way in behind, but that one is broken up by the Huskies as they will fire it all the way across as Betts tries to clear it through the neutral zone, but now Puppy will take control of that puck in the neutral zone. She'll go down the right side. Betts in hot pursuit. Fires. That one, of course, broken up just right off the stick there of Kubacek as she fires it all the way back down again to the end of the ice, and we'll turn right back around on another icing call.
The Huskies are not shy with their icing. I mean, there's been a ton now in this in the second period. They're not shy to bring it back into their defensive end. They don't want any fast breaks, of course, or anything big to happen. So they're fine, resetting, getting a good line change, and starting again back deep in their zone.
Can you have too many icing?
Nope.
Unconditional icing, huh?
Yep. No limits.
No limits. Okay, well, if there's
it can catch up to you, though, as you don't want to give up faceoffs in your zone that often.
Huskies will come away from it. Off the glass it goes. Bam! Hires it. Oyen. She fires it, but Stanchina can throw it through the neutral ice. Now they'll forward it up to Stanchina. That one's broken up into the Northfield zone. They'll fire it all the way back off the neutral ice, right off the boards, and they'll call it icing penalty on the Raiders now. As we are winding down here in the second period, just 3 minutes and 27 seconds to go here in the second period as the Raiders trail this one 3-1 to Owatonna. And again, winner takes all. Winner takes the Big Nine. So we're not done yet. Puck to the right of Mueller. Face-off, Raiders. Puck comes loose, but Owatonna will control it. Shot towards the middle, broken up there by DeVuse. That one by Steppes. That one pops right out in front. Mueller will jump all over that one, and she'll cover that one up, and we'll face off again to the left of Mueller with 3:17 to go here, second period.
As you just added, of course, this is winner take all for the Big Nine, but this game also has massive section playoffs implications. Whoever wins tonight has a great chance of getting a couple higher seedings in the Section 1 AA tournament, which will be later, a week, 2 weeks from now.
Puck comes clear. Miller all the way through the neutral zone, all the way towards the net, in behind. Loses it just as she hits the goal. That puck will come loose and all the way to the near boards to Bogan. Bogan tries to fire it up and out. Riddell over to 2. Vetch shot off the stick of Mueller. She'll pad save that one, and then she will cover it all up. We got 2:48 to go here, second period, as the Raiders trail this one 3-1 from your Heritage Bank scoreboard from the Northfield Ice Arena.
Yeah, we seem to be disjointed this whole period. We just haven't. It's almost like nobody's working together, nobody's clicking together, and it just seems out of sorts right now. We just don't have anything going and clicking.
Well, I talked to Paige before the game, and I said, "Did you say anything about the last contest that you had when you're up 4-1?" And she said, "No, I didn't say anything." And she says, "But I'll put it in my back pocket if I need it for motivation." So we'll see what happens. We got 2:29 to go. We're trailing 3-1. We're not completely out of it. Both teams average anywhere from 5 to 6 goals a game anyhow. So both of these teams pretty electric when it comes to putting the puck in the net. So the Raiders just need to get something going. There's a shot. That one's broken up by the Raiders right into the chest of Beeham, and that one gets dumped right back into the Northfield zone on that far corner. Down into the corner it goes. Raiders will come loose with it. McCossin, she'll skate it through, then she'll dump it as she crosses the red line, dumps it in behind. Looks like Perutka will chase after it, but it's going to get picked up more by Oyen as she fires it all the way down and around, and they will call icing on that one as well. So we got 1:46 to go here. Second period, we'll bring it all the way back to the other end of the ice into the Husky zone.
Adding to Brent's comment earlier about, Raiders looking disjointed, not getting much going. Their only goal came off a completely unassisted, Kira Hoskins skating through the neutral ice, completely unassisted, nothing, nobody passing anywhere, which we have another shot out front, covered up by Wilker. But no real offensive plays going for the Raiders. So, yeah, whatever Haley is going to tell them in the locker room between the second and third periods is going to have to be important.
Face-off will go to the left of Wilker. Boom! Shot off the pad. Puppy with an opportunity, but that one goes right off the pad. And, of course, Puppy leading. She's like number 2. There's down the right side. Stanchina with a fancy little move, but that one's broken up by McCoshen. Used to be teammates with each other a couple years ago. That one's broken up. That one's going to go back off the boards as the Raider tries to clear it. Pape can't get a hold of it. Now she does. Through neutral ice. She's got a little bit of steam. She's 1-on-2. That is dangerous no matter how you look at it. 1-on-3 maybe. 1-on-2. Look out. Stanchina can't control it through neutral ice, so they're going to have to pull that one out. That'll be offsides against the Huskies as we approach the 1 minute mark. 1:06 to go. Second period. 3-1 in favor of the Owatonna Huskies here this evening from the Northfield Ice Arena.
Whenever Ayla Puppy gets that puck and it's a 1-on-3, 1-on-2, you know, obviously she has the disadvantage. But with how good of a player she is, you know, anything can happen. We've seen her score those 1-on-3s, skating through the zone, you know, in and out, and, you know, getting in the top bins. But couldn't get it that time, but she can do anything when she has that puck.
Tova Sorensen centering pass out front. Shots out in front again. That one's on the middle of the crease. Can't get a stick on it. Tova with an opportunity falls down. That one's going to get cleared by the Huskies. Husky fans love what's going on there. That one's going to go down the left side. Turnover right out in front. Tries to bang one off the boards. Huskies will try to keep it in. 41 seconds to go. Raiders got to clear it. Got to make something happen. Maybe they can get a shot. Maybe they can get a goal. But they have to keep the Huskies out of the net here with 30 seconds to go here. Second period. Puck gets dumped all the way into the Northfield zone. McCosson will pick it up into the far circle. She'll fire it through the neutral zone. That's going to get picked up. Dumped right back in. It goes to Kubicek. All the way far into the corner. 17 seconds. McCoshen bangs it off the board to the near circle. They'll skate it back in behind the net, looking to stall, getting through the second period, hoping not to give anything up. There's a shot across the bow. That one goes in behind the net as that one is again picked up by the Huskies. Under a second to go. She'll just hold it right out in the neutral zone. Abby Vetch will run the period out from the neutral zone. From your Heritage Bank scoreboard, Raiders trail this one 3-1. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we got a third period, and we got some work to do. You're listening to Raider Hockey right here on 95.1 The One, KYMN, and streaming live on NorthfieldLive.com.
I'm Marty Benson, the Commercial and Ag Banking Manager at Community Resource Bank. We offer unprecedented experience with the ability to make decisions locally for your business, ag purchase, or expansion. Come talk with us. Interest rates are still low, and we can offer some fantastic products. The coffee pot is always on, or visit us at crb.bank. Community Resource Bank in Northfield, Cannon Falls, and Roseville. Let's bank together. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Valley Auto Haus is a full automotive repair shop, collision center, and the only AAA authorized towing facility in Northfield. That means if you are in a minor or major collision this winter, all Valley Auto Haus technicians are I-CAR trained and certified by all major insurance companies to handle your vehicle from the tow to completing all of your vehicle repairs. Valley Auto Haus on Highway 3 South in Northfield. Open 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, or find us at valleyautohaus.net. Go Raiders!
Now may be the right time for you or a loved one to consider joining Northfield Retirement Community. Leave behind the worry of home maintenance and repairs to join a supportive community welcoming you to your new home. NRC has a variety of housing options to enjoy with your own furnishings and available options of in-home personal care services. Reach out to our caring and compassionate staff when you're ready for a visit, or review all of our living options at northfieldretirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community, innovation, choice, tradition.
Northfield Live doesn't just provide game coverage. We provide opportunities for Northfield youth to showcase, learn, and experience many aspects of media. Practice their communication skills by providing play-by-play and color announcing, getting interviews with fellow students or coaches, or writing stories. They can showcase their graphic art skills by creating social media, running cameras for events, or producing a game like the one you're watching now. We also utilize the talents of adults to help mentor and provide a quality experience for the students. If you or someone you know might be interested in growing our coverage, you're welcome to call, text, or email us from the Northfield Live page at any time.
Many of us would love an extra flexible way to earn money. Benjamin Bus and Northfield Lines have many driving positions available, including vans that won't require a CDL, small and regular-sized school buses, and motor coaches. These positions offer flexible hours, days off when kids are out of school. You can even bring your kids to work with you. Benjamin Bus and Northfield Lines offer on-site training and testing along with wages up to $21 an hour. No experience necessary. Stop by Benjamin Bus on Highway 3 in Northfield and we'll be happy to answer any questions.
When your carpets, upholstery, and floors look dirty and stained, call the professionals at Service Master by Hyatt. Service Master has been an industry leader for more than 20 years and have proven cleaning products to remove even the toughest stains and get the winter weather out of your carpets and floors. Eliminate dirt and grime from your carpet, hardwood, tile, and laminate floors. When you're in need of cleaning, demand the yellow van and call Service Master by Hyatt today.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
At Merchants Bank, we're committed to helping our customers fulfill their hopes and dreams. But what does that look like? It means being there to guide you through financial choices, like tips for maximizing your savings or choosing an affordable mortgage option based on your needs. It means we have digital banking tools to make your life easier. And when you need a local, friendly person to talk to, we're here for you then, too. Join Merchants Bank family today. Visit merchantsbank.com or stop in today.
Hey, welcome back to the Northfield Ice Arena. What a fantastic camera person we got to run in here this evening. It's fantastic. It's wonderful. Hey, just three of us. I don't know why. We multiplied. I don't know how that happened, but it is. Up. So, Johan in here, Brent Fielden, along with myself, Jimmy LaRue here. What can you say? If you're an Owatonna fan, you love that second period because they went up 2-0. They got a penalty shot, which was questionable, if you will. But they went up 2-0, or they scored 2 and went up 3-1 there in that second period. We were talking off air. It just seems like, the Raiders are just trying to figure things out still on the fly, kind of a little bit, trying to figure out, what lines we have on or what do we need to do. But I don't know. They just seem a little lost.
Yep. Yeah, we're a step behind. As I said earlier, that time and space thing is real, and that's what the Huskies are doing. They're taking away our time and space. That makes it hard to play. So it's a credit to them. But it does feel like we're a little discombobulated. We're not playing our best game right now, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Well, shots on goal pretty much the same. They had 10 on shots on second period. We had 12, so we outshot them. Good for us. But we're losing the scoring battle. And at the end of the game, that's what makes the difference. And it's, again, we talked about it earlier. It's more than just a Big Nine showdown. It makes a huge difference on where section seedings end up.
Yeah, right. So we were talking, this could be the difference between, being the number 2 seed or even the 5 seed. Mm-hmm. So, that matters both playing at home and versus, playing some big teams like the Lakevilles or, even back again Owatonna. That could still happen. We're in the same section, of course. Where that might be, if it's, in the section final or in the first round, who knows? We still got to see. Coaches vote on everything. They meet, and that'll come out tomorrow, I believe. Mm-hmm. So we'll see how that wraps up. But that'll be important.
Yep. So, Brent, you coached for many, many years. Can you really say anything in between the period? Can you really say something that will really inspire somebody to make a change or anything like that, or is it just kind of you put a suggestion out there and hope they grab it?
No, yeah, I think you can change some stuff. That's part of coaching right now, where you try to lead them into something, get them in the right mindset, because they're out of it a little bit. So there's a little bit of a pep talk. I know Paige is not a yeller; she's not going to be screaming at the kids and telling them all that, but she's going to be motivating them to come together as a team, and that's the message right now. Is we want to come together as a team, and we're going to get a team win. There's no individuals now; everybody's just coming together. So you see how they respond to that message, because that's what they need to do here.
Well, it is 3-1 in favor of Owatonna. We've got a third period. It ain't over. So stick around. Stay right here. You're listening to Raider Hockey right here on KYMN. And, of course, we're streaming live as well, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with our third period. You're watching Raider Hockey on NorthfieldLive.com.
At Merchants Bank, we're committed to helping our customers fulfill their hopes and dreams. But what does that look like? It means being there to guide you through financial choices, like tips for maximizing your savings or choosing an affordable mortgage option based on your needs. It means we have digital banking tools to make your life easier. And when you need a local, friendly person to talk to, we're here for you then, too. Join Merchants Bank family today. Visit merchantsbank.com or stop in today.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie, Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center. It's time to get outdoors. Ice fishing, skiing, snowmobiling, but this year, end the foggy glasses and dried out contacts. Give yourself the gift of LASIK. At Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, all laser, all wavefront LASIK, all the time.
Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, Faribault. World-class LASIK, small-town traffic. RitchieEyeClinic.com.
Heritage Dental Care in Northfield is a general dental clinic specializing in a variety of dental procedures and services. New patients and emergencies are welcomed 5 days a week. Heritage Dental Care is a proud supporter of Northfield Athletics and wish all of our athletes the best of luck this season. Make an appointment today with Dr. David Bruss, Dr. David Buck, or Dr. Michael Thompson. Go Raiders!
Locally owned and operated, Professional Pride Realty specializes in residential, commercial, and agricultural property. Search the entire multiple listing service at professionalpriderealty.com or call us at 507-663-1100.
When your carpets, upholstery, and floors look dirty and stained, call the professionals at Service Master by Hyatt. Service Master has been an industry leader for more than 20 years and have proven cleaning products to remove even the toughest stains and get the winter weather out of your carpets and floors. Eliminate dirt and grime from your carpet, hardwood, tile, and laminate floors. When you're in need of cleaning, demand the yellow van and call Service Master by Hyatt today.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
I haven't heard anything of what we'll do for an ice rink.
Now may be the right time for you or a loved one to consider joining Northfield Retirement Community. Leave behind the worry of home maintenance and repairs to join a supportive community welcoming you to your new home. NRC has a variety of housing options to enjoy with your own furnishings and available options of in-home personal care services. Reach out to our caring and compassionate staff when you're ready for a visit, or review all of our living options at northfieldretirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community, innovation, choice, tradition.
Financing a house is about more than a mortgage, it's about creating a home. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, buying your forever home, looking to take advantage of today's great refinance rates, or finally getting to those home improvements, Hometown Credit Union's wide variety of home loan options and highly competitive rates can help make your house, well, a home. Learn more and apply online at hometowncu.coop. Equal housing lender.
Are you in the market for a new home or considering remodeling your current home? Schmidt Homes and Schmidt Homes Remodeling should be your first and last call. Schmidt Homes, known for their innovative designs, uncompromising quality and craftsmanship, superior service, while maintaining their reputation of fairness, honesty, and integrity for over 30 years. They're the only builder in the area to offer an in-house designer and a showroom to make your selections. They have over 30 new building lots available in Northfield. Check out their website at schmidthomes.com for more information.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center. It's time to get outdoors. Ice fishing, skiing, snowmobiling, but this year, end the foggy glasses and dried out contacts. Give yourself the gift of LASIK. At Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, all laser, all wavefront LASIK, all the time.
Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, Faribault. World-class LASIK, small-town traffic. RitchieEyeClinic.com.
The days are getting cooler, and it means it's time to take a trip to Witt Brothers for your winter checkup. Let's face it, no one wants to get caught in the cold with a dead battery. Make sure your vehicle is in peak condition for the winter season. The checkup includes an oil change, tire rotation, brake inspection, battery tests, and they'll even winterize your vehicle. Stop by Witt Brothers Service, located at 701 Division Street in downtown Northfield, for all your automotive maintenance and repair needs.
Heritage Dental Care in Northfield is a general dental clinic specializing in a variety of dental procedures and services. New patients and emergencies are welcomed 5 days a week. Heritage Dental Care is a proud supporter of Northfield Athletics and wish all of our athletes the best of luck this season. Make an appointment today with Dr. David Bruss, Dr. David Buck, or Dr. Michael Thompson. Go Raiders!
Don't wait for the next snowstorm. Get your vehicle ready for winter now. Valley Auto House is a full automotive repair shop, collision center, and AAA towing facility. We service all makes and models, from full-size diesel trucks to passenger cars. Serving the people of Northfield is our #1 goal. We do that by offering quick repairs, fair prices, and efficient communication from the time you walk in the door to when we hand you back your keys. Go Raiders from all of us at Valley Auto House, located on Highway 3 South in Northfield. Open 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, and find us at valleyautohouse.net.
Hey, welcome back to the Northfield Ice Arena. Hey, we're about 17 minutes away to claim a Big Nine champion. Brent Bielenberg, Johann Schroer. We've got, who we got? We got Lance Reister and, of course, Lucy Minson on the camera here this evening. I want to thank them for joining us here this evening as we face off into the third period. And the Raiders, again, will be skating from left to right on your radio dial and or right to left for Owatonna.
Looks like we get to start with a power play here.
That was quick. Ava Stanchina 12 seconds in. I'm not sure what the call was, but
a little hook.
All right.
I think you're going to see, watching the Raiders, it's a little bit of no nonsense right now. I think you're going to see them just come hard after Owatonna all period here.
Well, that's the second penalty on Stanchina on the evening, of course, playing against her former team. Puppy with the puck at the top of the point, and that one almost comes out of the zone, but she'll pump it right back in before it's broken up by the defense. Intercepted, brought back, and pushed back in by the Raiders as they try to keep it in to Owatonna's zone. Setting it up for the top of the point. Fire! And that one's across far left of the net. Off the backboard. Raiders will control it back in the Husky zone. Down in behind underneath the circle. Now to the top. There's a shot. That one's just off the back of the net. That one screeches through the trees, but nobody there able to pick that one up from the top. Here's Pape from the top of the left circle. Looking. She'll skate down in behind. Looking for something. To the point she comes. McCoshen down to the right circle. Back to McCoshen. Fires! And there's a shot right in to the glove, right into the pad of the goalie and the waiting goalie, Wilker, there. And we have 1:07 to go in the power play, and we'll be facing off, looks like to the left of the goalie, Wilker.
Yeah, definitely great start of the power play. I mean, got some couple of shots there. Wilker doing a good job. We're keeping the puck moving around and getting some good shots, some good opportunities. So, with a minute left, we'll probably try to do something here.
Over to the far circle, shot towards goal. That one's a lifter up and behind the net it goes. Raiders will try to control it down into the far circle. A shot across the bow. That one goes flying off the backboard, comes out to the top. Perutka fires, shots right out in front, and that's right out in front off the pad of Wilker. Another shot out the middle, and there's another opportunity out in front. Raiders can't convert on that one as well. Great opportunity. Bolin will get it in the neutral ice as it comes all the way out through the zone and back in to the Raiders zone. They'll skate it backwards before they almost lose it. Goes in through the neutral zone, 26 seconds to go. There's a shot right towards the goal. She'll deflect that off to the near corner. Pass comes up to Puppy. She's got a little head start here. She's 1-on-3. She's going to go down the right side. Where's she going to go? Down in behind she goes. All the way to the far circle. Comes all the way to the top of the point again. Looking. Shot from the left side. And that one is no good. Caught again by Wilkers from the circle. And that will have another stoppage of play with just 5 seconds left here in the power play.
Raiders' last two big shots. They had a good lane to shoot, but right to the center pad of Wilker, so an easy cover up there. Now Stanchina will go out of the box for full strength for the Huskies.
Carly with a shot on goal, right in again to Wilker's pad, and she'll cover that one up, and we are at full strength with 14:48 to go. So the Raiders need to make something happen here as they are out shooting them definitely here in the third period. There's a shot across the crease that just misses again for the Raiders, so they're just off, just a hair here. Puck will go flying all the way back into the Northfield zone, so they're going to turn right back around and bring it back on an icing call.
Yeah, Ayla Puppy just missed that. Like, she got a shot and then got her own rebound and slid it. It went right on the 5-hole and then across the crease.
So another opportunity there. Just scoots by a little bit as we face off to the right of Wilkers. That one is going to come loose, and the Huskies will win the draw, but they'll lose control in their own zone before McCoshen grabs it in the neutral ice. She'll try to forward it up to Carly as it goes scooting all the way back in behind, and they'll call icing against the Raiders now. And we'll skate all the way back in the other direction.
And, of course, while the first couple minutes might have been aided by our power play, the Raiders certainly coming out with intensity. So, good start of the third period. Lots of intensity, some great shots on goal. Even though you did have the man advantage, it's like a good start that you'd like to see if you are a Raider fan.
Off the glass, through the neutral zone. Puck comes clear into the Husky zone. There should be a penalty on the play, but there is no. Hand in the air. Like they don't care. Dump pass from the circle. There's a shot broken up by Mueller. That one's right out in front. She scoots it all the way to the near boards. Nice break up there by the Raiders. The stick is loose, so Mueller does not have her stick. Now she'll get it passed back to her. She'll pick it back up. It'll come back the other direction, and they'll have a stoppage of play and bring it all the way back again for icing as the Raiders try to clear it and get the stick back into Mueller's hands.
A couple of big saves by Mueller there, and I like the way, when you look at our power play, that second unit went out there, got a lot of low opportunities and got some good looks at it. That's what we need. We need to get in front of the net and get those rebound opportunities.
From the Northfield zone, fire from the right circle there. That one goes blazing past into the behind the net as the Raiders will try to come clean with that one. That one's going to get broken up. Behem trying to clear it out of there. Can't do it. Gets poked off or checked there, but that is going to be Houskins down there in the corner trying to make something happen as they try to clear it. Dig for it down in the corner. Huskies come away with it. There's a shot right towards Miller, and that one's going to come loose, and then it goes in behind the net. I think she was trying to cover it up, but she lost control of it. Almost another costly turnover for the Raiders as it goes in to the near boards here as they continue to fight to clear the zone. Behem can't control it. Here's a shot from the left, and that one's broken up and sent to the far corner. Mueller with another save. That one out in front of the net again, deflected up into the netting, and we will have another stoppage of play in a face-off with 13:01 to go here, third period.
Raiders getting a flurry of shots here, but so do the Huskies now recently. Mueller, again, made some good saves, kind of missed that cover-up a couple moments ago. We'll have a bit of a substitution here for the Huskies, but puck drop. We're waiting. Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, they'll kick her out there. Stanchino will step in. Face off. Raiders control the draw. Boland sends it all the way to the far boards, but really nobody to get a hold of it before Debuse tries to clear it, but that one's broken up by the defense in the neutral zone. Finally dumps it into the Husky zone, but they will control it and skate it all the way in behind their own net. 12:43 to go here. Forwarding past the Stanchino. She'll push it through the neutral zone. McCoshen will try to push it up, and it just goes into the zone as the Huskies will finally pick the puck up, and they'll try to skate it around and try to clear something. McCoshen in her own zone, turns around, looking for something to neutral ice, finds Boland. Boland breaking towards the middle, and that puck on the backside of her, so no actual opportunity to create any offense there. Puck comes loose, turnover, down the left side she goes. It's Izzy. She'll take a shot. That one's right off the pad. Out in front, and they got a rebound on that. That puck came all the way out into the right slot, into the circle, and a wide open net as they go up 4-1.
Samantha Bogan, a great rebound. Net wide open. Perfect opportunity for her. And Bogan puts the Huskies up 4-1, and the Raiders have a massive hole to climb out of.
Yeah, we're a little bit desperation mode now. You have to go all out. It's a tough rebound for Mueller to hold on to. It's right off her shoulder. A good rebound follow-up by the Huskies.
So the puck will go all the way in behind the net in the Husky zone. They'll try to clear it. Raiders try to push it back in. Vetch tries to skate it through the neutral ice, and she'll take it down the left side and send it all the way back in behind the net. Raiders trying to regroup down there. Houskins, who scored the only goal for the Raiders on a wide open coast-to-coast move, gets taken off her skates there in the neutral zone as the Raiders try to dump it back into the Husky zone, back into the near corner. Puck comes out to the top. Miller, hot pursuit. They'll hit the brakes, turn around. They'll go back the other direction.
Yeah, they got one there.
We're going to have a whistle and a penalty on the play.
I will say on that, that's a bad penalty by the Huskies there. They just had total control of the game. What you don't want to do is give any life to the Raiders. We desperately need to score one on this one here.
Guess who? Stanchina goes to the net again. Third penalty of the night. So just under 6 minutes, so we got 11:22 to go here.
Starting here with our second power play unit. Last time they got a lot of good low opportunities. See if they can't get our first unit a rest here. But maybe they can pump one in. They had nice low opportunities before.
Puck will come out to the top of the circle. Bolin can't control it, so that one will go sneaking all the way back out as Houskins will try to clear it. That's a turnover in the neutral zone. Puck will get dumped all the way back in. Raiders on the power play with 1:45 to go here in the power play. 11:04 in the third period, trailing 4-1. Down the left side, down the near boards, all the way in behind the net. Raiders trying to control it. Finally broken up by Vetch. Vetch will try to clear it into the neutral zone before it's picked up by Bolin. Now we're going to do a small line change here ourselves as we try to reset, regroup, and we get a full line change here as we try to bring a new set of skaters out on the ice. And the Raiders will pick it up in their own zone behind the net, and they'll skate hard and fast. Puppy down the right side, and here she comes all the way in behind the net. There she goes. She gets a little momentum going. Now she'll look for the middle. Shot towards the net. Caught right in the hands of Wilkers. So that's that kind of, I'm not sure what that is, but I mean, she's done it all year long. It's one of those deals. She gets a little momentum. She'll go right around and comes right back to the point and tries to put one on. Didn't really get a good shot on the, didn't get a lot on that shot.
She got a good shooting lane there. She skated around, setting it up. It was saw a little gap, took it, but we had nobody in front of the net. You need to have somebody screening on that one.
Puck will go down into the far corner as the Raiders will try to clear it. To the top it comes. Skates to the middle, now back to the far circle. Top of the circle, back into the near. Puppy, not with the drop. She'll take it from the top of the circle. Here's a shot. Nope. There's a wrister right there into the glove of Wilkers. And it goes. That one is going to be, looks like number 3.
Izzy Steffes for the
Raiders.
Raiders.
Looks like Steffes on the rebound.
The Raiders have life. Cutting the lead back to 2. Just under 10 minutes left to go in this one. Huskies, of course, will go back to full strength. But hopefully that'll give the Raiders a little bit more motivation, a little more drive. Getting yourself back in this one. You got a chance. You just got to believe in yourself.
6th goal on the season for Steffes, 21st point of the season. As the Raiders put another point on the board. We got 9:48 to go, third period. Plenty of hockey left here in the third period as the Raiders trail this one 4-2 from the Heritage Bank scoreboard. Puck will go into the Northfield zone as they'll try to skate to clear it in behind the net. The Raiders will come away with it in the near boards. Skating right in through the neutral zone. Huskies dumps it right back in. They'll have to jump back on sides before McCoshen is able to pick it up as she skates in behind her net. And that'll be pursued there by Bogan. Bogan. The puck will come clear into the neutral zone. Tova Sorensen tries to clear it. Can't. Puck dumped right back into the Northfield zone. McCoshen will pick it up again in her own zone. Off the glass, through neutral ice. Slapped into play as 2 Raiders run into each other. And the Huskies will come out fast and furious down the left side. Raiders. That one's off the stick of Mueller, and she'll shoot that thing all the way to the far corner over there. Huskies screaming for a penalty, but so far nothing here as they lead this one 4-2 here in the third period. 8:40 to go. Puck will get dumped into the circle. Out in front it comes. Turnaround shot across the bow of Mueller as it sails right past her and into the near corner. Bolin will try to pick it up. She'll try to forward it all the way across to the other side of the ice to Paukert. She'll try to clear it. Huskies will dump it right back in. They're going to be in a full line change. Raiders are going to go into full line change. They're all going to regroup and come back again as they go down the left side again, and that's Houskins. But she gets taken off the stick there, and the Huskies will dump it right back into the Northfield zone into the near corner. Everybody fighting for it down in the corner, but it's going to be the Huskies who come away with it as that one's deflected up and over to the far boards. Now from the top of the circle, that one is broken up there by Parutka, but can't clear as she tries to clear the zone. Can't do it. They'll keep it in, and finally it comes loose. Garley pass across the ice, and that's going to come all the way to the near boards, but 7:35 to go. Nothing really going on. Garley in behind the net, can't control the puck as that one comes loose. Now Puppy will grab it in the neutral ice. She'll back it up a little bit. She'll go down the right side, down the near board. She'll just take a shot. That one's deflected up off the glove of the goalie, and that one fires all the way to the other side. Raiders trying to keep it in, cannot do it. They'll clear it into the neutral zone. McCoshen will dump it back into their own zone as they continue to pursue. That's Mollenhauer as she's just aggressively in the Northfield zone, and it finally gets cleared all the way in behind the net for Owatonna. They'll come clear with it. 6:56 to go. Third period, trailing 4-2. Owatonna on top, and they're going to get an offsides call there with 6:50 to go here, third period.
Raiders certainly getting a lot more life. They're getting some shots going, getting the puck movement, limiting the Huskies' chances, but 6:50 left to go in this one. Still down by 2. It is getting into desperation time here. You got to make something happen quickly.
Face off comes clean. Huskies will gather it. That puck slides right out in front. Mueller with another save as she pushes it to the far side. Raiders not really controlling a lot of their passes there. They're going to skate hard into the corner, try to keep it in. Puck will come clean into the neutral zone again. Raiders will pick it up, back it up. They'll go back the other direction. That one's probably going to be, they're going to wave the icing on that one. So 6:19 to go, third period. Stanchina will get it. Fires all the way across the net, off the board, down the right side as they try to dump it back in. Goes up into the bench and into the Raider bench. So we'll have a stoppage of play and a face-off at neutral ice with 6:12 to go, third period.
Yeah, it's important for this line here to get a jump in their step and work together on this line because we've got 6 minutes left. We need to get a quick one here to put ourselves in that position to tie it up.
Miller in their own zone will fire it through neutral ice, but misses in behind Perutka as that puck goes all the way in behind the net. The Raiders will recover from the top of the right circle. That one's broken up. They're from now all the way for the left circle. That one's broken up, and that one floats up and into the glove of Wilker, and she'll stop of play again, and we will face off, sounds like to the right of Wilker, with 5:53 to go here, third
I
period.
lost track of that one. I thought it was going somewhere else. Goalie, that was a good pickup for her.
And that one will be controlled off the draw. Huskies 3-on-2, loses the stick off of Riddell there as she'll push it all the way back into the Northfield zone before it is picked up through neutral ice. Forwarding pass. Garley, nice move down the left side. Shot, goal. Misses wide to the left of the goal. That was going to come all the way back to the near boards. McCoshen, Puppe fires from the point. That one's broken up right off the pad of Vetch. That one's going to pop way out in front, and they're going to get an advantage. There's a shot up and over the top of the net as that one comes off the glass and all the way back up to the blue line before it's picked up here by Steffes. She's going to hit the brakes, turn around, bring it back into her own zone, and she'll try to take it down the near boards, but she gets picked off right there. Stanchina, she'll take it back the other way. Nope. I take that back. They'll bring it back to neutral ice. Now dumping it into the Northfield zone. They'll turn around and swat it back the other way. Garley in pursuit. Down in behind the net they goes. Down to the ice they go. They want a penalty. They're not going to get one. And the Huskies will come away with it with 4:39 to go in their own zone. Things getting pretty scrappy down there. Garley trying to put a move on in the corner, but that one's broken up and down the right side, Stanchina. And that's a little pick-off right there as Miller is going to get called. That was, look at Stanchina just chattering away at her. And that was definitely, I don't know what Miller was thinking, but that was just a blatant,
I think they just gave Stanchina a 10 for unsportsmanlike.
Miller's going to get called for the initial penalty. Definitely for slashing, I believe.
Yeah,
and then Stanchina is going to go for unsportsmanlike conduct.
I think she's just getting a 10, but I'm not positive. So it's still going to be a power play, but I think she's going to get a 10.
Stanchina's fourth penalty of the game already, but Miller, I think, will go into the box here. And I think moments ago, Husky fans wanted to check down kind of behind Wilker on Garley, and they
that probably was right.
Yeah.
They probably were right on that one, but they've been letting them play this today, and it's just like that was probably the fourth one, a little slash there by Miller, and they called that one, but.
Well, without a doubt, she came skating up behind her too, so it's kind of blindside. You had to call that one.
So I think they did call it unsportsmanlike, so she got a 2, so it's just 5-on-5, which that really benefits the Raiders because we would have had to kill off 2 minutes.
So are you
now
saying
it's just a
that they gave
5-on-5.
both of them unsportsmanlike?
One was a slash and then one was an unsportsmanlike, so it evened
So
it
it's
up.
just going to go 5-5.
Yep.
Okay, well, the face-off over in the Northfield zone just left of Mueller. We got 4:26 to go. We're still 5-on-5 here as both of them will sit down and take a little break, maybe calm down just a little bit. So the intensity is built up here in the third period. It's 4-2 in favor of the Huskies. There's a turnover. There's a mistake down there. But that one down the right side, nice defensive play there for the Raiders. And again, that's McCoshen with the breakup as they push it back into the Husky zone. Shot towards the net, but that one's deflected. Steffes picking it back up in behind the net. She goes. That one's going to get picked up by Garley. Garley trying to find somebody. There's a forwarding pass right out in front, and that was a shot from McCoshen. That one's off the pad of the goalie. That one's going to go to the far circle. Broken up again by the Raiders. They try to dump it in towards the goal. They shoot off of Bolin, and she'll knock it back down before the Huskies pick it up. They'll try to fire it all the way down, and the Raiders will keep it in. Forwarding pass up to Puppy. Puppy in the Owatonna zone from the point. She'll fire, and that one's going to go right in the glove of Wilkers. 3:23 to go. Third period from your Heritage Bank scoreboard. Raiders 2, Huskies 4 as they trail this one with just 3:23 to go in the third period.
Now, it's really getting desperation time. You got to wonder if they will pull Mueller at any point as we get late in this game, for a man advantage. But Raiders still the offensive here. Let's see what they can do, and they lose it.
So that puck will come down the near ice in the neutral zone. Houskins will try to track it. I think they're going to call offsides on that one, so we'll have a neutral ice face-off here with 3:12 to go now. Raiders out shooting overall tonight, 29-24. And they've got 11 shots on goal to 7 here in the third period. But again, trailing on the scoreboard, 4-2. Face-off will come out of the neutral zone into the Raiders zone. McCoshen will fire it, looking for somebody breaking through the neutral zone. Beeham can't control it. That puck will get sent all the way back into the Northfield end. And at 3 minutes left will be called for icing, and they'll bring it all the way back to the Owatonna.
And this is where when you talk about icings there, an unfortunate bounce for the Owatonna, but you don't want to give the team an opportunity, an offensive zone face-off. And I'd like to see the Raiders go a little bit lower shots here to get rebounds because we've seen the goalie susceptible there. She's good up top. Get those lower shots there and crash the net.
Puck will come clean, controlled by Kubicek. Broken up by Garley. In behind the net, centering pass broken up by the defense. Both groups fighting for it. They're looking for something. Listen to the Owatonna fans. Down the left side they go. That one's broken up into the neutral zone. It comes loose. Puppy will send it all the way across the other side of the ice. Down the left side they go. Loses it off her stick. Pass across the middle. Definitely intended for Vetch, but that one's going to come loose as the Raiders will dump it into their own zone. And now tries to do a forwarding pass to Puppy. Does she control it? She did hang on to the puck, so she did control that pass. She'll go down the left side, over the left circle, skating it back to the point. Will she shoot? Comes to the right circle, looking. Shot towards the goal, right out in front, but there's nobody there to get a stick on it. But the puck will come clean again, right out in the middle. Can't really put anything on it. That was a great opportunity there by Houskins again as it popped out in front of the high slot, but she can't do anything. They keep the puck in. Raiders will pick it back up. Shot broken up by the defense. Comes clean. This one's going to come in through neutral ice. Bolin is going to pick it up. They're going to do a quick line change. The entire team coming off the bench for Owatonna. Dump pass over to Puppy. Picked up by Bolin. Bolin will push it over. Now back to the near boards. Garley can't control it. Huskies will pick it up. Oyen will pick it up and take it in behind the net. Drop pass there to Bogan. Bogan will try to clear it all the way through, all the way down. Net is empty. And she tries to take a shot for it, misses it, and it's 1:25 to go as the Raiders pull the goalie with just a minute and a half or so to go. We've got a timeout on the ice, I do believe.
Yeah, the Raiders will take a little time to regroup here. Owatonna, it's just kind of a rule of thumb in hockey. If you're up by 2, you go for that empty net. You give the kids freedom to shoot for it because if it goes in, game's over for sure. If it's a 1 goal, you try not to ice it, but that 2 goal, you give them the freedom. So We'll be game planning. We need a really quick goal. Like we need it, like off of a face-off, give ourselves a chance with a minute left to get an equalizer. But they'll be setting up some sort of play, probably feeding it back. I wouldn't be surprised if they put Puppy back in the point, or sometimes they have Garley take that face-off and then she gets a quick shot. But they're going to be looking to get the puck onto Puppy's stick, get a shot to the net. Like I said, this goalie's been doing real well up top high. She's struggled a little bit low. Get that shot low. We got Garley who can really collect the puck around the net, and that's what you want to see them get that rebound in and get a goal.
So with 1:25 to go, third period here. Raiders trail this one 4-2. It's all for all the Nuggets. It's the Big Nine Conference showdown here. They lost it last year in Owatonna. They lost the Big Nine Conference last year again against Owatonna, last game of the season. They were up 4-1 in the last contest, lost at 5-4 in overtime. They want a win. Puppy will face off. That one goes to the right of Garley. Garley will try to pick it up in the corner, but she can't. That one gets cleared. Miller falls down. Now it's McCoshen picking the puck up in their own zone. They'll fire it off the boards into the Husky zone. It goes all the way in behind the net. Puck will come clear. Puppy tries to keep it in. Cannot. Gets taken off her stick. Miller picks it up. She'll fire towards the net. Tova Sorensen right out in front, but that puck is going to get broken up again by Miller, and they'll both chase for it. That's going to be Oyen chasing after it before it's picked up by the Raiders. They'll try to dump it through the neutral ice. Picked up by Stefan. Shot right in the glove. Pretty simple, pretty basic. Right in the glove of Wilkers. 46.4 seconds remaining. Third period. Raiders trail 4-3. Puppy on the ice, Miller on the ice, Sorensen on the ice, McCoshen on the ice. Goalie is off the ice. There's a face-off. Garley tries to control it, fires it up to Miller all the way to the far side. Wrist shot. That one's broken by defense. Garley can't control the rebound there. Miller fires towards it. Out in front is Sorensen. Can't get a stick on it. Sends it back over to the far circle. 30 seconds remaining. There'll be puck goes down in behind. Sorensen tries to get control of it as it's broken up down there by Snitker as she tries to battle for it in the corner. 19 seconds to go. Puck comes clear. That puck will come out in through the neutral zone. Raiders will have to try to regroup with 10 seconds to go. Third period. Puck fired all the way across the middle. It's going to be picked up by McCoshen. Puppy will go on left side. Puck will go towards the goalie. She'll kick it in behind the net. And that's going to end it right there. And the Owatonna Huskies have secured the Big Nine Conference title for the second straight year for the final game of the year against the Northfield Raiders. We'll take a break. We'll take a breather. We'll come back. We'll recap. We'll get the post-game cleanup coming up here in just a couple of minutes. From your Heritage Bank scoreboard, Owatonna wins this one 4-2 over the Northfield Raiders. You're listening to Raider Hockey on KYMN and streaming live on NorthfieldLive.com.
Where they're trying to get to the point for Peterson, picks it up, crashing the net, fires and scores. Julia Peterson gives the Raiders a 2-0.
Again, pass to the right. Kaiser with a shot, and he scores! Are you kidding me? Camden Kaiser with a shot to go from the point, and the Raiders win! Raiders win!
For females, for team, Maggie Malika.
All the way over there to do that. As here comes Fish. He crashes the net, goes top shelf. That's his fourth goal of the ball game, and the Raiders double the Owatonna. Courtney Gaff is in there, strike three. Got Chopper looking for outnumbered through the neutral zone. He takes it after Klotz. He's gonna fire on that and score. Spencer Klotz goes up top, and it's 1-0 Raiders. Start off the bottom of the seventh. We'll see if Megan Snyder can be the hero. First pitch to Snyder. She's gonna bunt it. Throw to first is nobody's there. It gets past her. Here comes Blandon to the plate, and she's gonna score in the Raiders.
Klotz, he's made good spin move. Klotz, he's shot. He scores! Spencer Klotz puts the Raiders up 5-4.
2-1 pitch to Stepka. Lined into the right center gap, and that one's going to drop for a base hit. Peterson's going to round third and score.
Yeah, jumper by Richardson, good. That was a nice turnaround jumper by Richardson. Marcus. There's a centering pass, and it's good. And guess who? That's number 12, Kaiser, with another goal on the season. That's number 24 for Camden Kaiser.
On his back, and they get I set the road to the championship round. The triplet to the plate. She lines this one into right field. That one gets down for a base hit. Horman is going to go through the stop sign. She's going to score. This game is tied.
Back to the Northfield Ice Arena on a Saturday night. And it was all for the Big 9 Conference. And just a little too short, a little too shy. The Raiders outshoot them 31-24 here in the contest this evening, but come up short 4-2. Brent, interesting contest. It seemed like in the first period they were trying to figure each other out. It seemed like it evened out a little bit in the second period, even though they outscored us. They scored 2 goals in the second period. And then the third period, I don't know. It just maybe it's me and the popcorn I was eating, and there was something in there. And but anyhow, it's just I didn't feel that that raucous intensity that these guys usually bring on the ice.
Yeah, Owatonna is a good team. I mean, that's a very good skating team. They earned the win tonight. I think they outplayed us overall. A couple unfortunate bounces in that second period where we scored on ourselves, which won, and then a breakaway penalty shot. But yeah, we like we said throughout, it felt like we were a little discombobulated out there. It's just looking at. I think they'll be able to watch the video. The Raiders will watch this video, get themselves ready, what they did well, what they didn't do well, and be ready for playoffs.
Let's do a little scoring here by period. Your post-game cleanup brought to you by Service Master by Hyatt. When disaster strikes, demand the yellow van. And, of course, it was the Owatonna Huskies coming out right at the very, very beginning of the period, of the first period, at 59 seconds in. Less than a minute, Abby Vetch was able to score and put him up 1-0. And it took us the entire period and almost into the 15-minute mark. It took us that long before Kira Huskins grabs it behind the net and just goes coast to coast and wraps one in that it was just it's not normal for Kira to kind of do that. It was her first goal of the game, but that tied it up 1-1. So we thought, hey, we got something going here. They were trying to figure each other out a little bit, came into the second period, and it didn't take long, but at the 3:20 mark, it was Molly Ochterkirk who put them up 2-0, and just 2 minutes later on a penalty shot. So Avery Vetch had the breakaway. We had a turnover in our neutral zone. She was able to come down. She got in behind the defense. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. But she took the shot. We thought it was broken up. Mueller made a great save. The net came off. They called the penalty, said interference. So they called and had the penalty shot. And, of course, then she capitalized on that to put them up 3-1. So it looked like for a while there, things kind of leveled off there throughout the second period, and really not a lot of stuff going on. We did, again, outshoot them 12-10 there in that second period. It was in the third period then, finally, at the 4:52 mark, they were able to go up 4-1. So Molly, again, with her second goal of the night, her 11th on the season, 31st point of the season, put them up 4-1. And it was at the 12:24 mark with Mia Miller was able to, with the penalty there, it was at 7:05 with Isabel Steffes was able to put in the second goal for the Raiders. And, of course, that one was her sixth goal of the season to make it 4-2, and that's kind of where it stayed. Second period, a lot of penalties there. Multiple periods, but in the third period, all the penalties came from one person, and that was Ava Stanchina.
Yep.
She had 3 penalties alone in that third period, and she was definitely playing with a vengeance without a doubt. But the Raiders do drop this one 4-2, and. But again, they lose the Big 9 Conference to Owatonna, but the light at the end of the tunnel is still there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. I mean, I think we'll see what the seedings come out, but I do think Owatonna does have a strong argument for that number 1 seed. I mean, they've run the table here at the end, including beating these guys twice and Lakeville South. I know they have a loss to Farmington, but they've got a strong argument for that 1 seed, and the Raiders will be fighting for that top 4 seed. So we'll see how that all plays out and get ourselves ready to play in sections.
Well, again, tonight is when they will probably talk about it. I think tomorrow morning they have a phone
a Zoom meeting, and where all the coaches get together, have their conversation. They've already turned in their own reports as far as their team is concerned. They turned that in, I believe, this morning. So tomorrow morning is when they actually do the section seedings, and sometime tomorrow afternoon we should hear where everything shakes out. So it's kind of, that affects also home team, or home advantage too. So that was huge tonight to maybe get that win and get the home field advantage. But it looks like maybe we'll see. Mm-hmm. You never know. We might still get one home game out of this deal.
Yep. You never know. And it is important. You want to play at home. And you just have to wait and see. It's silly that they put it in this morning with a lot of big games tonight. But coaches, they know what's going on. So they aren't voting till tomorrow. And they'll look at scores tonight and see what happened. But that home ice advantage really does make a difference.
Well, we want to thank all of our sponsors this season for bringing us Raider hockey and everything that's been going on. And we've got some other stuff coming up. Tuesday night, we got girls basketball versus Owatonna. And then Thursday, we got boys basketball versus Rochester Century. The boys are just tearing it up. They are vying for a Big Nine conference. They're in the top 4 right there. And it's just a matter of points, literally points, just a couple of points apart for the top 4. So they're actually in contention with a first-year coach, Matt Christensen. Nobody really expected that, but they have really come together as a team. So that's going to be boys basketball on Thursday. Next Saturday is boys hockey versus Mankato East. And again, they are also trying to win the Big Nine Conference. They're in the mix. They're right there at the top 2. So, again, both Northfield hockey teams doing really well. Our basketball team doing very, very well. So, a lot of great entertainment coming your way on NorthfieldLive.com. If you want to find out what's going on, you can go to NorthfieldLive.com and check out the full schedule. And, of course, you can always catch us live here on KYMN Radio 95.1 and AM 1080. So, your post-game delivery and cleanup brought to you by ServiceMaster by Ayat. When disaster strikes, demand the yellow van. Brent Bielenberg, Johan Schroer, Lucy Metzen, and Lance Reister on the board tonight. We want to thank you, Jimmy LaRue, bidding you adieu. From the Northfield Ice Arena and the Heritage Bank scoreboard, Raiders lose this one 4-2. You're listening to Raider Hockey at 95.1 The One and streaming live on NorthfieldLive.com. Have a good night.